You know, Brass, for a second there, I thought this is a really dumb idea. No one's going to be around this time of day. No one's going to watch this stream. But you know, we got the same group of people here, the same people who obviously have nothing better to do with their day or their time. I also could no longer hear the music. There we go. Very strange. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? How are you, Brass? Let's put the chat up there, shall we?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
I'll put you there. There we are. You can go on top. Lucky you. Oh, I am a tired scholar. Tired scholar indeed. This thing called a job keeps kicking my ass. And then I get back home and I do this, which is the second job.
Why would you do such a thing?
Money, mostly.
That's right, chat. He's asking for money.
I'm e-begging.
We're going to have to start fighting for that crown.
Indeed. No. Actually, there is something I did want to talk about specifically. And that is Sunday session. Because
last Sunday session or the coming Sunday session?
Last Sunday session.
Yeah.
And the reason is because we usually get to have our little chat afterwards, but we didn't get to because I went and recorded something. So I wanted to talk about specifically a particular occurrence with a particular druid.
Yes.
But before we get on to that, chapettes, ladies and gents, if you have not yet, please do take this link, which is in chat now, and spam it to Discord groups, spam it to Twitter, spam it to Facebook, send it to your nan. I'm sure she'd love to listen to some gentlemen such as us discuss the death of the druid.
You spoiled it.
I already posted it on Twitter. I posted it when it happened.
Yeah. Wait, what are you doing on Twitter instead of being in the game? That's
posting about
being on your phone during the session.
I'm posting about the game.
Yeah,
and I'm farming you for content.
I'll do that afterwards.
It had to happen then because I saw it coming.
I saw it coming.
You were on Tittle last week and you said punishing players, I like to give my merchants and NPCs powers and spells and things.
Yes.
Well, that was a prophecy told and prophecy fulfilled on Sunday because the druid decided to go and, fuck around, and then he found out quite quickly.
Yeah, he decided to raid the house of a very powerful, important figure who had disintegrate. More than once. To be fair, he did survive the first one. Yeah, and then
he was a couple points off of surviving the second.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Thank you, my dear. I made fun of him for casting that healing word, but it nearly saved him.
Yeah, if he had gotten 4 more HP out of that heal, he would have survived with 1 HP and not been disintegrated. Then he would have died anyway from something else, but he had a good chat. If he had actually built his druid correctly and didn't completely and utterly just meme his way through the character creation and put everything into constitution and nothing into wisdom and dexterity.
Yeah, but it was the con that saved him nearly.
Well, yeah, but if he was bare form, it wouldn't have mattered. He would have been fine.
Yeah.
Instead, he's just like, I'm going to charge you. I'm going to break through the door. He's got his two druid companions, his NPCs, which held both of the enemies in place. They did a very good job.
So much potential gone.
He had all these legendary items. He could have just used heal on him. Actually, he couldn't because it's a very long cooldown. But he had more powerful heals than the one he used.
Yeah, he could have been
him.
the answer to a lot of our issues in the upcoming dungeons with all those abilities.
Well, yeah, but he's not going to use the abilities, is he? He doesn't know.
I did send him this and told him we were going to diss him the entire way through.
Yeah, we're going to diss him.
I just... The moment he said, oh, look, here's the logging company and they've been untouched by the recent attack, and Kai was spying on them, he's going to go in.
Yeah, but that's exactly the sort of thing he does. I kind of I ad-libbed the whole thing anyway, and I thought,
you had to do little sketches. Yeah,
and I thought, well, he's heading that direction, so Here's the leader of the logging company, the leader of the Thieves Guild, being suspicious. And then he goes inside, and you can't see what he's doing. So the druid goes, oh, okay, I bust down the door and charge in.
You give them enough rope with which to hang themselves.
So I tried to disintegrate. He succeeded the save, and that should have been done. That should have been it.
That should have been the end of it.
It's poetic, because the last session before this, the matron, the BBG, had disintegrate, but she also had feeble mind. And I was like, which one am I going to cast on the druid? I'm going to flip a coin. And it landed on feeble mind, and he got really disappointed. He was like, oh, you were bigging up this spell. I thought I was going to get one shot and killed, but feeble mind does nothing to my character because he's already an idiot.
No, that's just the player. The player's the idiot.
Well, yeah, true. But he was in bear form anyway, so it doesn't really affect his abilities. But then this session, here's a disintegrate twice.
I do find it incredible because it's so Kai, you know? It's just so... Everything about what happened was so predictable. You could have ran the trains by it.
Yeah. I could have chain lightninged him. I could have. I don't know what other spells, to be honest. Disintegrate's a nice spell. I like disintegrate.
I like disintegrate. You've killed several characters with the disintegrate now. One of which I had to go and get a scroll of true resurrection years ago. Man, there's so many stories that I recorded that video. About killing memes, and so many bits of artwork that I pulled up that Shan used to make. And it's like, man, this was years ago. This was 4 or 5 years ago that we played these adventures. And anyway,
our mid-20s.
I mean, Baby DM's he's been going with the group for a little while now. He's not new. He's just a lot worse.
He's become full meme.
So, Paladin Steve, to answer your question, regeneration doesn't work on the ashes. I think it has to be true resurrection or the wish spell, right?
It's something like that. But either way, I think regeneration's a spell that no one would have had access to except the druid anyway. He's also too low level to cast it. He was only level 8. And also, I banned resurrection spells in my campaign, so it's not going to happen.
Oh, man. Delver would be proud of you this week.
Well, yeah, maybe we should get him in here.
He's got stuff going on, man. He's had a doozy of a day from what he was telling me. Yeah, so the druid's dead, and now he's bringing in a ranger.
A monster slayer ranger.
It's exactly what we need.
I mean, he could be useful. This is what I was saying when I did my class tier list ranking with rangers. They're very useful if the person playing them knows what the fuck they're doing.
He doesn't.
And actually plays into their role as ranger. And I was saying this to Kai yesterday. I was like, look, you gotta know, you are supposed to be the guide in the wilderness. You are supposed to be the expert. Whenever a monster appears, you're supposed to know what to do. Because you're a monster slayer. Like a witcher.
But he doesn't know things.
And he's playing... I mean, Ranger might be the class for him. He's also refusing to do ranged attacks.
Oh, yes, good.
He had his longbow in his first combat, and I was like, yeah, you've got plenty of range on that bow. You can hit anything on the map. I'm going to walk forward and throw my dagger, which I only have one of.
And that's my turn.
I was like, you get 2 attacks. Yeah, but I only have 1 dagger, so I end my turn.
Oh, man. Like, I think what Jack needs to understand with Baby DM is he is a masochist. He doesn't like being powerful, but it's to the point where his masochism, the pleasure he derives from having an ugly character, having a character that is a douchebag and not charismatic.
Oh yeah,
not,
his
not
new
like...
character. He's got a receding hairline. It's just part. It's just part of his design. He's like, I want a receding hairline, and he's got a bandana to cover it up. And he's pink.
He's pink?
No, he's supposed to be like black and purple. He said, "Oh, it's like Sokara, my paladin," but it's like it's like magenta.
He's the fucking he's a printer color.
I don't know. I mean, look,
man.
it's out of all the characters he's made, this is not the worst character he's ever made. It's actually pretty much. It's actually all right.
He's never made a terrible character, though.
It's
That's the thing.
No. Did you forget early Duther? His
Well, no,
druid, when he first made him.
Duther is the worst he's made, but at least that's still... I mean, Duther was a one-trick pony, you know, bear form, get hit, get out of bear
I
form,
mean in
back.
terms of the character, like the appearance of the hero.
Oh, right. Yes, no, that was
Because
terrible.
all his characters have been pretty good.
I remember when he made his first ever character, we both went, oh, wow, he actually did all right with that.
Yeah, he did a lot better.
Turns out that was a fluke.
Then he did... What was his second character? Raiden was good. To be fair, I made most of him. His war cleric. But he was fine. Yeah, he basically just made the same paladin again. Ginger hair.
Cleric.
Just is now a cleric. And then he made Slizglag.
I forgot about Slizglag. That character is so forgettable.
To be honest, Slizglag, right, because of what he was, this little gremlin gnome, actually was a very good Hero Forge model.
Yes. Yeah, no, the Hero Forge model was quite good. I may have tweaked it quite a bit after he sent it to me.
Well, that's kind of what we always do. But then he made Duther, his druid.
I'm gonna have to hold on. I'm gonna have to pull Duther up. Hold on. I'll go get him.
Have you got the original?
I'm pretty sure I can find it.
Put an original next to the most recent one.
If I can find the original.
Tell you what, hang on, I probably have it.
Yeah, if you can send it to me in our Discord chat, our private chat. That's probably the easiest way of doing it.
Right, well, this is the most recent. I'll send it to you in Discord.
Yeah, and I'll open it up in another tab. And chat can feast their eyes. You see, this one doesn't look bad.
Yeah, this is because that's like I kept his theme, but I tweaked it and edited the colors and the pose. I'm trying to find if I can get his original.
All right, guys, are you ready for this in chat? If you can look at your screen for a moment. You're probably doing stuff for Labor Day over there, but let me see if I can grab my share screen. So this is the character that's just died in one of his more recent iterations. Here we go. This is Duther.
It's the one I made.
Yeah, he's got little fur paws, look. So this is what Brass made for the character. Do you like the neck beard, guys? I don't understand what the obsession with ugly characters is. Oh, Ashray, if you weren't a moderator, I would ban you. Demote you at the very least. We were talking about doing a tier list of the different types of drow you could fight in 5e, but we're not going to do that now. You see what you've done?
True. Yeah, I can't find the original.
It's probably a blessing that you can't find the original.
Duther.
I might have it on my Hero Forge.
I'm looking through Hero Forge. I've typed in the name Duther, but it doesn't actually bring him to the top.
Is it under Kai Druid or something?
It might be Kai. What about just Druid? Oh, find it. For some reason, I typed Kai and it doesn't show up. But I typed Druid, and it does. Right, nice. This is. Oh no! Right, let me. Okay.
Yeah, take a good angle. Get it in all of it. It doesn't have to be very high res.
No, I'm just
probably better if it's not high res.
I'm just.
Ashray says it looks like a Reddit mod.
Well, yeah, this is the thing. I was basing that model off of his original, and I'm about to show you the original. Let me just get like a background. There we are. Right.
Oh boy, this is gonna be. People aren't ready for this.
No, they're not. I'll have like a close up too, so you can have various angles.
Various angles, brilliant. I don't think we want various angles. Don't think we want various angles in the slightest.
Poor Kai, we're mocking his.
It's all right. We told him we would.
He worked so hard on. I don't even know if this is the original that I'm sending you, but it's the oldest I could find.
Why are you paying penance to LOL, Fashray? What did you do? You're being a smart-ass in kind. Tut-tut. Oh, okay, you've sent it to me. Oh, God, I wasn't... I forgot. I had wiped this from my memory. Okay, so we'll start with the non-zoomed-in one. I don't think people are ready for this. I thought I was, but I'd forgotten this was how bad it was. I don't want to do it. All right. This is the original Duther. This is
roughly.
I mean, whatever happened to the glaive type thing that he was gonna do?
I think that was supposed to be his staff.
It's just... It's so bad. Look, the fucking ruffled collar. It's supposed to be...
It's yeah, it's just, I mean...
Oh, rest in peace, Duther.
I have the, another angle.
Okay.
Which can truly show the glory of this.
The glory of Duther Rune. What the fuck?
And now you see why I, you know...
Oh, hello, Fifle. Fifle, you need to take some character design ideas from the lad who plays, or played, the druid of the group, because this is the druid that he was playing that just died, and his was his original design for it. And it's just bold on the back.
Now, if you side-by-side that with the one I did, when I updated him...
I can't do that easily, sadly.
I think mine looks slightly better. Just slightly. Just a little bit.
Oh, yeah, yours looks as a vast improvement.
You can only, you know, I have to work with what I had to work with.
Oh, cheers, Ultra. Ooh, Sable's going to be uploading more art. I need to get the bison gif. Yes, bison. But yeah, so the druid died horribly. This is the creature that got disintegrated. Thankfully.
The creature, yeah.
The creature that got disintegrated.
Man, all he ever did was bear form.
All he ever did was bear form
to be fair, though,
and die.
No, because he, for the longest time, wouldn't die.
That's the thing. All he ever did was go down.
All he ever did was miraculously survive every encounter, despite deliberately taking the worst possible option.
Are those dog ears? I don't know.
I actually think they were. I think he had dog ears and his like antlers or horns. He wanted to look like a lion, so he had the beard. There wasn't a beard; it was like a mane. And then he had the perm because he's a zoomer. And he had. This is the thing. He had like a lion shoulder pad thing and a lion theme, but he's in the swamp.
Oh boy, hold on. I've got an idea. Oh man, I'm gonna try and get everything sort of together. Right.
But it's not the worst Hero Forge model I've ever seen.
Which one's the worst one? Oh, Charlie.
Actually, I don't know. There's a
The red Power Ranger.
Yeah,
Is he okay? Probably not. No, he's probably not okay.
I mean, you need variety.
You also need to sleep at night.
Diversity in your cast. Needs to be at least one ugly person.
Yeah, but there's ugly, and then there's... What did your stylist do to you?
He also likes making all of his characters like middle-aged men with...
I think that's just his sexual preference.
that are fat.
Like I said.
Receding hairlines.
Right, I'm nearly done getting all this together.
His first ever character, his paladin, which to be fair was actually quite well made, had a unibrow, which I didn't notice at first because he had an eye patch and it was kind of covering it up a bit.
Yeah.
And then I noticed like a few months in, I was like, oh wait a minute, he's got a fucking unibrow.
I remember.
And he was really, really like weirdly proportioned because I didn't realize until I put him next to
He had like the barrel of a tree trunk.
And he was like a dwarf with stubby little arms.
Yeah. Right, here we go. This is the best. That's the best I can manage. That's so the top two of the original. The bottom one is Brass trying to save it.
But, you know, he's supposed to be a level 8 character too, so he's meant to be quite strong, quite powerful. And he's like, I want my druid to be useless and awkward and doesn't trust anybody and hates everyone and doesn't know what he's doing.
Clearly there was a conjunction of Pride and Disco months at the Sacred Grove. Oh boy. Fantastic. Utterly fantastic. Guys, if you've not already, go ahead and share the YouTube stream and give it a like. Much appreciated. And we'll start talking some more serious topics a bit later when more Americans show themselves. I don't think any British people use YouTube other than us.
No, they don't. We're not allowed. It's banned.
Sure, no, quite you. Yeah, so the druid's dead.
Well, I did, actually. That's the thing.
The only way you could have is by taking it out back and putting it out of its misery. Brilliant.
We did do this. That's what happened last session.
The W is sticking, Savo, because you win too often. Hey. Oh, man. I'd forgotten how bad that original model was.
What if we just have... Because the druids of the Grove have, like, just found out about his death. What if they just respond with, like...
Thank Christ.
We only sent him with you guys because we thought you guys were going to all die like the last group.
And instead he became the savior of the Grove. I mean, that's the thing, like, with this death. And you're not exactly playing a game that... At this campaign, you're not exactly playing to win, so to speak. You're not trying to take names.
No.
And yet, he still can't... He still can't stay alive. Oh, hey, Vix.
Well, I mean, he's died how many times now in this campaign? 2?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, but he went through a spate in both campaigns of losing characters.
Yeah. I mean, technically his last character death in my campaign happened almost exactly the same way, just with more roleplay involved, because he decides to charge the BBEG all by himself.
Druids are less fanatical hippie clerics anyway. Good riddance. I like druids, Paladin Steve.
I don't. D-tier.
I know. I that was
D-tier class.
I mean, come on, Ethlendil was a great character. Ethlendil was a
No,
fantastic.
no. Flender was a great character for the first 5 levels because I homebrew buffed the shit out of his healing abilities.
Yeah, but he was more of a utility caster. Like he had the Earthbind,
He fell off.
and he had Earthbind. I liked
Then-
playing druids. All right, he fed an entire city after the siege with plant growth.
That's true. Druids are useful.
Yeah, he's just
Out
his
of combat.
combat was not incredible.
Yeah,
But even then, he had. I didn't go in for damage. I kind of tried to keep people from being debuffed and buff them. That was kind of what I was doing with Ethlendil. He was a good character. I swear.
Yeah. And then we had Butthead.
That wasn't a character. That was a meme.
Butthead strategy. That's true, actually. I reckon Kai and Dave would have got along well.
Yeah.
Too well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. We would have had to have banned them both. Ooh, we are
Circle of Stars.
slowly
I think that's
growing.
what Eflendil was.
Yeah, the Circle of Stars is my favorite druid. Wildfire's a little bit too.
The thing is, Kai wanted to be.
Ominous.
He wanted to go full like animal form druid, and I thought, right, that's fair. But we looked
And
at
he fucked
Circle of
it
the
up.
Moon. No, actually, he didn't, because even though he chose to not, he only had 2 forms:
He
bear and
chose to be
snake.
shit.
He chose, but at the end of the day, even if you played Circle Druid, not Circle Druid, Moon Druid, rules as written, they suck because they have the strongest animal forms out of any druid, but your highest form you get as a beast anyway is CR1, I think, at level 8. Might be CR2. And that is terrible. So the bear form that he had, I buffed the ever-living shit out of that so he could actually be viable. And he was, to be fair. He tanked a lot. He did a fair bit of damage. He never missed.
Fair. Very fair. Vetoed.
I mean, Kai replaced Dave. That was his role.
It was an upgrade too. Straight upgrade.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
Dave.
straight upgrade, yeah, maybe.
No, I do miss Sibo. Sibo was a good character.
That was his one character. That was his first character. It was a good
Yes.
character. Just like Kai's first character was a good character. Very good character.
Militant vegan priests. Oh man, I don't think so, because don't get me started on T-Rexes, Oldwood.
If only we had a druid there to do something about the T-Rex.
Dave's ranger got my druid killed via T-Rex.
Yeah.
I don't think druids have to be vegan. I always kind of think they'd be hunters, to be honest.
Nah, druids, they're hippies, vegans, they live in the woods. They smoke weed every day.
Is that meme still a thing?
I don't fucking know. It is now. I brought it back.
Bringing it back. We've already been talking for 30 minutes for wild shape. I don't think you can transform into a T-Rex.
You're
It's
thinking.
too high
Now,
challenge.
to be fair, druids do get access to polymorph, and so technically they can turn into things like T-Rex, but it's not part of their class ability. The wild shape ability they get ends at CR2 at level 8. That's the cutoff. But with Moon Druid, they do get to turn into the elementals, air, fire, water, and earth, at level 10. And they're CR5, but then I think that's kind of it. Which, it's good for survivability, earth elemental, a lot of HP, it's like 140 HP or something. Very good, very tanky.
Not very thematic, though.
I mean, that's the problem, is like... I mean, Earth, Druid, they fit. I think Earth's probably the most thematic, actually, out of the Druids. Because that's what they're in tune with. Fire, I've never really understood with Druids. I get it, it's part of nature. It makes sense, but, like... I don't know.
Oh, we have a super chat from the Ultra American TTRPG. $5 dues. Any other games that you've played or consider playing besides 5e? Also, one father to another. I hope the child blesses you. Ah, thank you. Untold Destiny. Yeah, exactly. Vix has already answered the question for me. True. Untold Destiny. We actually have now, within our grubby little mitts, the first draft of Untold Destiny, which is a 316 page book? It's a behemoth of a book. It's very big.
I still need to go through it.
I've not even picked it up yet. I look at it. It's on my bedside table, and I'm kind of intimidated. It's a lot of reading, man. We have only had it for what, 2 days? Less than?
Yeah. But nah, it's a very well designed game. Very nice, very good alternative to 5e or any D&D.
Yeah, if you want to watch gameplay of it, you can go over to Business Unusual Untold Destiny on YouTube, or you can watch the playlist I've got on my channel, just called Untold Destiny, which we're going to turn into a live stream rather than continue pre-recording, because one, engagement, and two, it takes me hours to upload those. They are big, chunky boy files, very large. You see, your problem there is you tried to play Dragonborn, Ashray, and Dragonborn are not good.
Yeah, the breath weapon sucks. That's what he mentioned. This is true. They have buffed it. I think they buffed it with fizz bands. I think, but I don't remember. And then they don't have dark vision for some reason.
My wife will clear my nightstand of all other reading materials. Thank you, my love. Don't suppose the tea fairy is about, is she? It's in your bio.
You're gonna have to get your own teas soon, Jack.
Thank you. I get my own teas all the time anyway.
Very busy.
I don't. So will I.
Nah, mate.
You referenced me as like 5 different things. It's getting confusing. I made it easy.
Oh yeah, I still need to read that series of books as well. I still need to finish off the Dragonlance Chronicles as well, Ashray. That's something I was looking at earlier today, actually. It's like I need to finish those. Another thing, Oldwood, they should be epic. Their lore is also really confusing.
They should just be half dragons.
They should just be half dragons.
I like the aesthetic of Dragonborn, but the lore is weird. Just make them half dragons. Although half dragons in the new lore are not half dragon anymore. They're just infused with rituals to make them into half dragons.
They updated Fizzban's treasury on D&D Beyond recently. Well, I'm a firm believer in everyone never subscribing to D&D Beyond, so...
How recently are we talking? How old is Fizzban? It's quite old. It's like 3 years old now, I think.
It's older than I thought it was, and yet it's probably the one that I go back to the most at the moment.
There's not a lot of content in it, but it's decent.
I am running a dragon campaign, so
yeah. I mean, it's good for fleshing out the layers and personalities of the existing dragons, and I do like the gem dragons. They look silly, but mechanically they're good.
Mithrine Games over on X. He's always felt like Druid doesn't have a niche. They are amazing in that it isn't far overshadowed by other classes. The only thing good about them is their thematics. I think you're probably right. I mean, I'm coping a lot with Druid, but hey, Mithrine Games, come over to us on YouTube.
That's where everyone is. Yes, I do think the breath attack should be a recharge, just like an actual dragon. Give him that theme, and it should do more than tickle damage.
Where are we? The half dragon. Sorry, did I miss that bit? You were saying something about the half dragon.
Yeah, Trey's question in chat.
You
were saying, would I make them make the breath attack rechargeable? Yes, just like an actual dragon.
I always thought by when you say they should just be half dragons, you mean that lore and theme-wise, Dragonborn should just be half dragons.
Yes.
Not really mechanics.
Or yeah, because I can't remember what the exact lore of Dragonborn are, but they're just odd.
They are a multi-planar, like a different reality version of Toril creatures.
Yeah, it's just we have half elves, we've got half orcs. Just have half dragons rather than Dragonborn be the playable race. Makes more sense.
I agree.
Though actually, we have none of those anymore. They've all been deleted. No more half races. It's racist.
I don't really understand where their brain was with that. I mean, this isn't Tittle. We can touch a little bit of culture war stuff, right?
I think part of it, I mean, not going too deep, because I can't remember what their exact reasoning was. I remember they tried to explain it, and people have been justifying it. But I know that part of it...
Is this the clip where it was like, we want orcs to be the orkiest orc, or elves to be the elfiest elf? Was it that clip?
I honestly can't remember. I don't... I
They're
think
fired
it was
now,
something
anyway.
along the lines of, like, they haven't straight up removed things like half-elves. I think they still exist, but in, like, a roundabout way. I think they're just, like, maybe they've just made them into, like, a subspecies of elf.
Maybe.
I don't fucking remember. I don't have the 2025 player handbook, so I don't know.
Well, as Oldwood says, just ignore 2024. It will go away.
It has. It's 2025 already.
Yeah.
Soon to be 2026.
What I find brilliant about this entire situation is no one is budging from 5e.
There are people are budging, but it's specifically big content creators like Critical Role who have they're either trying to go where they think the popularity is going to go because it's the new thing. And to be fair, I can understand. Last year, if you were a content creator for D&D and you didn't start going all in on 2024, that was a missed opportunity because there's a lot of that was the new thing. Everyone, even people that didn't like 2024, were watching videos about it because they wanted to see how shit it was.
I didn't.
Yeah, but you don't watch anything ever. So
no, I don't. You're right. But you make 2024 content. You're going through the monster manual, which I actually do find valuable because I have found myself fighting a couple 2024 versions of monsters and not enjoying it.
Well, because at the end of the day, that I don't really have a big problem with the 2024 monster manual. The way I look at that thing is it's just an update to 2014, and there's certain things they've ruined, and there's certain things they've improved. That's it. I don't see it as a new edition of D&D. It's just
because it didn't need to happen. It did not need to happen.
I think the DMG was a waste of money.
My big thing with it is why the hell are there so many abilities which just appear to be, hit, no save, you're dead.
Part of it, there's two reasons. One of them is an official reason, which is they were trying to streamline and cut out the dice rolling from the game, which is the whole point of the fucking game. But they were trying to do that. However,
maths is hard.
The old editions of D&D had the same mechanics. There were a lot of get hit. There were undead in AD&D that would hit you, and without a save, you lost levels.
Yes, but we all agreed to move away collectively from that sort of mechanic. Why have we gone back?
Yeah, I don't like the mechanic. Whenever I'm using a 2024 monster, like the Empyrean, for example, and I look at it and go, right, it's very strong, I always sneak in a saving throw on their abilities because
otherwise it's BS.
Things like getting knocked prone, like if for example the water elemental, because it knocks you prone, if it did that on like a super ability that it had, like a recharge of 5 to 6, it does it once a fight and it has like a tidal wave form and knocks you prone, I don't mind that because prone's not that bad of a condition.
No.
And it's also not part of its multi-attack, so it's not going to knock you prone and then advantage slap the shit out of you. It just knocks you over. That's fine. But if it's something like a stun, Imperium, or at least the ghouls still have the saving throw on paralysis. They haven't removed that.
There is another point to be made here, just because Old would ask the question, is it worth it? I think things got a buff. I believe the way a channel that you told me about, Brass, put it is things now last 1.5 rounds as opposed to 1 round.
Defensively, the buff is barely visible. In fact, some of the creatures, the Ancient Red Dragon, for example, is in fact, most of the dragons, as I was going over in my Brash Dragon video, are objectively weaker defensively. They have more legendary resistances, sure, especially if they're in their lair. They get up to 5 now. But they have way less saving throws. Like, they don't have proficiencies and expertise in saving throws anymore, like they used to. So...
All right.
Was that necessary?
Oh, I didn't think it would squeak quite that badly. I was just moving it slightly, and it's like...
But it's like, I think of the Brass, for example, it used to have like a plus 13, I think, in Charisma save, and it went down to like a plus 7. And like most of their abilities now are like across the board, they're like plus 3, plus 5, plus 6 to saving throws, which is terrible for an Ancient Dragon. It's a tier 4 monster after all.
Yeah.
But also, like, the Ancient Red Dragon just straight up has like 60 less HP than it used to for whatever reason. However, damage-wise, they have been buffed to shit. Absolutely buffed to shit. The average Ancient Dragon in 5e would do around about 70 to 80 damage a round with its Bite Claw Claw. The average Ancient Dragon in 2024 does almost 200. Now,
oh, hello, Michael Dale.
Granted,
Yes.
I have no idea how powerful 2024 player characters are at that level.
Strong as shit.
They are strong. I don't know if like defensively they're stronger. I know because I'm similar to what's his name, Professor DM, whatever the name of the channel is, where I think that the HP of monsters should be lower and the damage higher.
Yeah.
On
fair.
minions. On bosses, I like having 1,000 HP on a boss because
They need it.
they need it. Yeah.
But then, you've also got to... Ashray just invoked Elistray. Off to the demon web pits with you. Tut tut. My problem with... I completely forgot what I was going to say. Ashray's heresy...
I think that's what it
Got
is,
to me.
Paladin Steve. The DC 8 plus proficiency plus modifier.
Yes. Oh,
that-
AGP's here. Hey, man.
That's what most of the dragons have as saving throws. I think they've made it like a player character saving throw. But I think before they had like expertise where you double the proficiency.
Well, since we've got quite a few new faces appearing in chat as we go on, guys, here is the YouTube link. If you wouldn't mind spamming that out onto X, Discord, and other social media platforms, it's always very much appreciated indeed. You know what I found quite... Again, Ashray distracts me with her view of drow theology. I don't know, Michael. I wasn't at the Speak on Saturday. I was at a meeting with this fine gentleman here, as well as the folks of Every Games Untold Destiny in the city of Gloucester, where we walked around the cathedral for a bit and had a really lovely pub lunch and a meeting in a pub. And we spoke about many things for the future that will be coming down the pipeline. And I'm very much looking forward to it. In fact, this is what I was going to talk about, so I'm glad you asked me this question. You were talking about the ancient dragons getting like a +7 and things to their hits and attacks, or whatever it was. There is something in Untold Destiny that Dean has done that I really appreciate, and that is every point that you put into an attribute stat has an effect everywhere else. I think it's a really, really sublime way of reducing the amount of maths that needs to happen, but also making sure that every point in every statistic matters. So it's not just a bonus for every 2, it's a bonus for every 1 point. Above 0 too, so you invest in a stat quite heavily, and you get some really good returns.
Agreed.
I like that a lot.
Everything's DC 20 as well.
Everything is DC 20, which is that I think will remain the sticking point for a lot of people right up until they try it, like us, because we were there forever. You were staying the weekend, I believe. You were sat on the sofa with me at 3 a.m. in the morning, and it was just, I'm not so sure about this DC 20. I don't know how this is going to go down. Works fine.
I think
just works.
Early iterations, there was some scuff because the modifiers to like your raw strength and those saving throws were not that high.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
ever since it's like, you know, you get a point for every point in strength or whatever, it's gone up to a point now where it's a lot easier to make that 20.
Oh yes, well we did miss a good speak. Mateus was on. Yeah, I like Mateus. Have you met Lord Mateus?
I don't actually think I have.
No, he's around from time to time. I think he has been on Tittle once. I think you were away that week, maybe. But no, where Untold Destiny is now. In fact, maybe my lady love will grab me the Untold Destiny rulebook. The Untold Destiny rulebook, if you may. Thank you, my dear. Hate to see you go. Love to watch you leave. No, I just want to show people the size of this tome because it puts a lot of books to shame, and this is one of 3.
It's bigger than the 2024 DMG.
Size matters. Technically, the advanced D&D rulebooks are shorter than the modern ones.
Well, yeah, they would be.
Yeah, but I mean, when you read them, it feels quite a bit longer just because of how flowing Gygaxian is.
It's a novel. It's a wall of text.
He doesn't pass.
I have used all my pregnant lady muscles to bring this to you.
Oh, thank you, my love. All of the pregnant lady muscles.
It's heavy.
It is heavy. All right. Look at this. It's a thick old boy. Look at all these. It's just, it really is like, you can hear the weight in it. Anyway, I'm more than looking forward to sitting down with it probably over the weekend and having a good read of just. I just realized he's done it in color. But look at all this stuff. Look at it all.
Yeah.
I mean, I also the choice of cover art, very nice. I like that kind of old school.
That's the goddess my paladin follows.
Is it Lucia? The luminous
Lucia.
goddess? Yes. Nah, I'm
point AGP. Like I've noticed in like D&D is they do have rules for jumping and lifting and all that type of thing, which is usually based on your strength. But I always find they're really fucking confusing and obscure.
Oh, hi, Jeffrey. You know what I think is really bloody obscure and difficult to work out, no matter what system you're playing? Grappling.
Nah, grappling I find is actually quite simple, where you just do a contested athletics check against each other.
I don't think that's how it actually works.
Let me double check this right now.
I don't think that's how it actually works. It might be in 5th, maybe. Oh yeah, welcome to YouTube, Jeffrey. Usually over on Rumble.
You know what?
I am keeping an eye on
every time I look up a rule for D&D, I get these shitty sites that have 55 pop-ups, and they don't actually get to the point. They have 42 paragraphs explaining what grappling is before they actually explain what grappling does. A practical guide for D&D 5e, and it's not giving me a practical guide at all.
No, it's giving you
14
adverts.
links to other sites.
Which will all get paid via clicks. You'll find a lot of these websites aren't actually there for you. They are there for bots to click through and to generate ad revenue via clicks that way.
Like, it's literally giving me a 17-paragraph explanation. Nah. Right, explain grappling like I'm 5. Good old Reddit. It's always reliable for these things.
Oh, don't say good old Reddit.
When a fighter and a monster hate each other very much, they do a special hug.
Okay, that's quite funny. Well played.
Okay, here it is. Very simple. 5e. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 paragraphs. It's not a restrain.
Yeah.
Grappling means you grab a bandit's clothes or grab a wolf by its fur. That means the grappling does not affect the enemy trying to attack you. It only means that the grappled creature can't move.
That's a dumb ruling.
But no, the way I understand it is you can only grapple a creature that is no bigger than one size larger than you. So Sean's character in your second campaign, you were giving him way too much leeway.
But was it fun?
No. And then
Fuck you.
they can't move. You got to beat each other at a contested strength or athletics check. Or dexterity. And if you fail, things have advantage on attacks against you and you can't move. That's kind of it.
Feifel, if you're just sat there drawing, I request the Lusty Argonian Maids. I've been requesting that of every of artist I know. You need new key. Yeah. Yeah. Careful, Feifel. Where were we? Talking about grappling?
I don't know. We were talking about, you were saying grappling's confusing, and it is.
It is confusing. It's always been confusing. I remember
not, but it is.
I remember in 3.5 it was a whole thing where people, I want to grapple the monster, please just attack it.
I remember when I the first dungeon we ever did, and I walked into the trap as Varric, and then we had a goblin, and I said, I'm going to grapple the goblin, because I think I was going to throw him into, like, a trap. There was, like, a spike trap behind him. And you said, do you really want to go over the grappling rules? I was like, yes. And then we moved on.
I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I was not willing to go into grappling in 5e after my experience with it in the other editions.
Well, it took 2 years
also,
to get stealth right as well.
Feifel, you should most definitely Google the Lusty Argonian Maid and go to images, safe search off. Most definitely, you should do that. Don't do that. I'm joking. Your brower on my brower on YouTube. You're not yeah. Hey, it's Theodore. What's he gonna be upset about this time? He's Jack. Yeah.
He is enraged that you weren't on the speakeasy. I thought you were quitting those.
No. I've had to stop the Sunday show.
I didn't even remember you did a Sunday show.
Well, that's the thing. I just didn't have time because that's D&D day anyway. And then they started getting later. And because for them, they do it in the morning. But for me, it's late afternoon.
True.
It might seem like I've quit the speakeasy just because of how little time I've got to be there. But I've not officially quit. It's just time. Time.
Quitting Tittle.
You were never allowed on Tittle. You just kind of show up.
True.
Turn off safe search. No. Everyone leave safe search on. Okay, Feifel just Googled it. I keep trying to get Goblona to draw it because she's been drawing Dragon Ladies a lot.
Man.
I know a lot of artists. What can I say?
You should start your own TTRPG. You have enough artists to fill the content.
Oh, I like how you said welcome to YouTube, and then he's immediately on Rumble. Unscheduled wonton association with Welshmen.
It's their own fault. If they'd have left us alone, then there wouldn't be this association. We'd be doing our own things.
Except you probably wouldn't be Welsh if there wasn't any prior association.
Don't know what you're on about, mate. At least we're not French.
Well, I don't know about that. I am a bit French, but it's fine because it's, was likely a little forceful. Oh, history was tough, man. It was brutal.
It still is. We're living through it right now.
Yeah. But we're not going to talk too much about the way things are.
There's going to be people looking back in 200 years thinking, wow, I can't believe they had to use these things called mice and keyboards to operate their machines. How backwards. We can simply beam it from our imaginations onto the fucking holographic screen in front of us.
Or they don't need a screen.
Which is AI, and everyone's AI at that point.
I mean, have you ever seen that? I think it was a Mitchell and Webb sketch where this like Renaissance inventor goes into his lord's tower. I've invented it, my lord. It's a mouse. It's like this little wooden mouse that clicks and it's got a ball in it.
No.
And he can move it around with his hand. And what's it do? Well, I figured it was an electronic interface between a user and the computer. What are those? I don't know. The people in Brittany are the same strain of Celt, but slightly different. Because the Scottish and the Irish are the same strain of Celt, but slightly different. And the Bretons and the Welsh are the same strain of... and the Cornish as well are the same strain of Celt, but slightly different. There's like two groups, and then they branch out from there as well. I know a little bit about this. I've been on a bit of a Roman history kick again, so I've been learning about the inferiority of the barbarians.
Well, the barbarians, continue to exist.
Yes, true.
And the Romans don't. So who actually?
I got into an argument with them about this with someone once.
Man, that's nerdy.
Yeah, I said, look, the Romans may have conquered everything, but where are the Romans? They're nowhere. They're gone. They left very little genetic information around. The Celts are still here.
Exactly.
Historical battle: Boudica versus King Ramesses II. 1,000 years apart from each other. People don't realize that the pyramids were older to the Romans than the Romans are to us.
I think people that are interested in history even somewhat know that, but I think the average person, even if you told the average person, I don't think it means anything to them.
This is why I think we should get Feifel into the stream at some point, if we can
actually
get her in.
Tell the average person now, and they'll tell you that the pyramids were built by aliens, and there's giant pillars underneath them that go for miles.
Didn't Metatron debunk the hell out of that?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he went and spoke to them because they were an Italian team, and he's obviously Italian.
Yeah.
Or if you speak to the Northern Italians, he doesn't count because he's Sicilian. I'm going to Italy this month. Yeah, for a few days. Yeah, going to Naples. That'll be fun. So if anyone's in Naples, hit me up. Hey, it's Graph Paper Architect. How have you been, mate? We don't hear from you much anymore. How's the adventure engine going? Strong, I hope.
Adventurously.
Yeah, I've been playing Rome Total War Remastered. No, AGP is the other guy. You mean GPA?
I knew that, and I was like trying to get it just right.
Yeah, you're adorable. Don't change.
That's mean.
Oh, I'll be mean to you later.
That's a bold assumption, Ashray. The pyramids could be an entirely natural formation. After all, in the infinite cosmos, infinite time of the universe, anything is possible.
Is this the fucking brain thing?
No, I actually don't believe in the brain thing. I think that's
okay. Thank Christ.
You were the one that fucking tried to convince me about that as well.
I didn't try and convince you.
I was like,
that's
not
going to
work because a brain needs a body. It needs the right environment to function. You
No,
can't just have one
it doesn't.
Spawn in the void and
Yes, you
think a
can.
thought, and then that's
If
what we are.
everything is, if given an infinite amount of time, then we're not getting into this.
Only
Brass,
things
the
that are
average person doesn't know the branches of government, or the Pythagorean theorem, or Plato, or I don't know long division, and possibly not even how many continents there are. How many
Well,
continents
yes.
are there? 4? Hold on.
Four?
Hold on. No, you got Europe, you got Africa, you got Asia. India's a
Yes.
subcontinent. You got
going.
Australia. America and South America are different continents, aren't they?
Yes.
Then you got Antarctica,
Yes.
the Arctic. 9?
The Arctic is not a continent.
Is that not
The
the thing
Northern
on...
Circle is just part of Russia, Iceland,
Okay. 7? Are there
Greenland,
7 continents?
Canada.
I don't know.
There's Oceania, whatever the fuck. I don't even know if that's...
Isn't that Australia?
Yeah, Australia and New Zealand and all that.
See, I know that there's a lot. I've never counted them before, I'll be honest. I can name them, sort of.
Dan. See, I got a... what was my score on
the globe is flat. Think about what you just said there, Ashray.
The globe is true. It's very true. I think I got... I think it was 85% on my European countries test.
Inching towards testing and more online, you'll get an invite via Discord. You Brass and Mix. Nice.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I assume you mean Adventure Engine. Look, Lou, there's a lot of trivia that will
7
escape me.
seas and 7 continents.
There aren't 7 seas.
How many consonants are there, though?
Whatever the number is, less the number of vowels. I don't know. I'm too tired for this shit, man. The Flat Earth Society has members all around the globe.
Like, I know flat earthers.
I know you know Flat Earth.
And they fucking do my head in.
You were mocking me. Oh, man. Someone else said something earlier on that was quite interesting, but now I don't remember it.
Can't have been that interesting, then.
No, I'm just tired. And things aren't remaining within my brain space.
It's only 5 to 9, mate.
I know, but I work all the hours.
You work a regular amount of hours for the average person working a full-time job.
I resemble that remark.
I think what you'll find is you're tired because your job is boring.
That's
you have to deal with
probably
customers.
true. Yeah, it's social vampires, I think you mean.
I mean, GPA, that third one, the internet is off. That's becoming true.
Slowly but surely.
it's getting.
I mean, what's the difference between a conspiracy theory and the truth? About 6 months.
Agreed.
These practices. Fuck you, Lou. Fuck you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you think you're tired now, mate?
Mithrine Games did actually come over to YouTube. Welcome, sir. He sees a niche for flat Earth TTRPGs that is untapped potential because all the fantasy worlds seem to be round.
Well,
Discworld is an incredibly famous fantasy world, which is flat. Lord of the Rings, Arda started off as flat.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
And became round later on. As in its lore, it was transformed. It didn't change. Yeah. I know for a fact I've got a few bots following me because my numbers are always going up and down as they get purged. Anyway, since we've got yet more new people, if you have not yet, please do like and share the stream. Here is a link which you can send to your friends, your family, your nan. Send it to your nan specifically. I want to see people's nans in here. I think that's an untapped market. I did find it quite funny. There was a post somewhere during the Satanic Panic. Someone was playing D&D with their friends in front of their grandmother. And eventually their grandmother just threw up her arms, shouted, "It's just maths!" and stormed away disappointed.
I mean, that is a reasonable conclusion.
Wow, you've never heard of Discworld, Mithray. It's Terry Pratchett stuff.
It's very it's satirical in a sense. It's like fantasy,
tongue in cheek,
yeah. But it's very good.
You see, I never got into it. I just know about it.
I haven't read the miniseries because I don't read. I can't read. I'm Welsh. in the poor part of Wales. Everyone's illiterate. I'm in from one of the shittest little towns in the shittest part of the shittest country. Actually, I wouldn't. Well, Wales is not the shittest country. Actually, good fucking Scotland, mate. There's nothing there.
Where the fuck did this come from? Oh, I've just been cancelled. The Lost Law Library does not necessarily have hosts that represent its opinions on the Scots and Welsh.
Everyone agrees England's the worst one, though.
Can't argue with that.
I might not, the where I'm from in Wales, it may be a bit of a shithole, but I go across the river to Bristol, and it's worse. We used to have like a little song we'd sing in the car, where it's like always look on the bright side of life, but it's always spit on the English side of the bridge. Every time we're going over the bridge.
I can't even fight against it. Hey guys, Oldwood, we do suck. I can't tell if he's Welsh, Scottish, or English based on that.
There's a very famous film about Scottish people admitting that it's shite being Scottish, actually. The lowest of the low. That's a quote from the movie.
I would like to take this moment to associate this racism being displayed with the brand. Go buy some dice. Look at that. It's a nat 20. It's and it's got a little floating dragon eyeball in it. You can't really see it because this camera is not very good. But yeah, go to onlycrits.com/lostlaw and use code lostlaw at checkout for 10% discount. Sponsored. They're nice dice too. They are. When you come over in October, I will have to show them to you proper because they are nice dice.
Yeah,
60 quid these dice are. 60 quid.
That's the reason I don't have my own version yet.
You can get 10% off, guys.
I wonder if they do them in brass.
They do.
Nice. Solid brass, so I can chip the
beat me over the head with
them. I'm rolling them. Yeah.
He's English with Scot and Welsh and the grandparents. Oh, he's got it bad.
Well,
So I can say what I like. See, I don't have any Welsh in me, but I do have plenty of Scot in me, so I can talk a bit about the Scots. At least while they're far away.
The Picts.
They're all dead, aren't they? Yeah, we do need to upgrade the tech, my love, I know. But, to do that, we'd require people to start fighting over who's got the crown. Who's got the crown at the moment? Oldwood has the crown at the moment. In fact, Oldwood and Ashtray are tied for first place with 150 XP each. Paladin Steve in third. I do apologize, Ultra, but I am going to have to remove that comment. Thank you. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to close the chat until it goes.
I'm bloody bad, mate.
I'm not taking any risks. Also, that's the Welsh. That's the Welsh stereotype.
Also, New Zealand, they have way more sheep than we do.
There's several ways one could take that comment, babe. There's several ways one could take that comment.
I know, I'm just very funny.
Okay. She's saying she's got English in her.
Well, I would certainly hope not at the minute.
Well, she does, because my child is in her.
That's true, actually. Yeah. But if you accidentally cross the border into Wales, when you have the child,
born Welsh,
child will be Welsh.
That reminds me of a joke. There's an Englishman, a Welshman, and a Pakistani, and they're all first-time dads, and they're at the hospital to collect their sons, their firstborn sons. They're all very excited, all very happy. And the doctor comes out and he says to them, I do apologize, lads. That we're going to have to. Well, there's been a bit of a mix-up. We don't know whose child is whose anymore. And the Englishman, the Scotsman, and the Welshman say, "All right, we'll go in one at a time, and we'll select a baby that we like." And they draw lots, and the Englishman goes first. And he goes in, and he comes out with what is very obviously a Pakistani child. And the Pakistani gentleman says, "Excuse me, mate, I think that's probably mine." And the Englishman goes, "Yeah, I know, mate, but one of those two buggers in there is Welsh, and I'm not taking that chance."
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's brilliant. This kind of banter is needed, I think, in today's troubled climate. We just need to make jokes about each other and love and laugh and live and let live. Anyway. Sorry, I had a notification come through. I was just checking it. Where are we at? We got 11 people watching us just talk utter rubbish.
Isn't that what we usually do?
That is what we usually do, but we usually do it with a more obvious bent to stuff they like. Right. What else is there? What else is there to talk about? We've been going for an hour just talking about rubbish. I could ask people to share the stream again. You know, keep trying to push those numbers. We are actually speaking of that on a specific timeline. Look at this. I'm gonna put this in a window. I'm just gonna put this in a paint, and I'll get it via paint, and I'll share the screen. Look at that.
Damn.
We are steaming along to that 1,000 subscriber mark.
Back to get monetized. Well, actually, you might not. Maybe the YouTube overlords will deem
No.
allowed monetization.
Well, I'm monetizing everything else. They're giving me memberships, they're giving me super chats and things. But I was thinking we do a little something for the 1,000 subscriber special. Maybe we select from among channel members, specifically channel members of Law Swan or higher, people to take part in a one-shot game that I will perhaps DM, and maybe you co-DM with me.
I like the ID. It's very good.
And that I think it'd be cool. We can select some people from there, maybe by lot. Maybe we just choose and be picky and choosy with it. But people might enjoy that. That might get a few more memberships come through. There's also another thing that I had. Like I've got some keys, I think, lying around for the original Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. I might splurge on a key for Baldur's Gate 3 and just do a big giveaway of all the Baldur's Gate games.
Yeah.
That could be cool. Yeah, just a celebration. Give something back to the community. I'd love to hear what chat thinks about that. About the ability to perhaps take part in a streamed one-shot, co-DM'd by myself and the Brass Drake,
But
whilst
what would we do,
also
D&D
having
or Untold. Actually,
it would be D&D, I think.
yeah, because Untold.
I don't think
we don't know how to
is going to
DM
be
for
ready.
Untold Destiny.
Yeah,
You're going to hit 1,000 probably next week at this point. So
it is going quick. It is going very quick. Well, yeah, Lou, it is 2 murderous GMs, but you'd have to be a YouTube channel member.
I'm only a murderous DM during one-shots.
Which is will be. I think what could be cool. I think it would be cool if we had enough people to do one group IDM and another group UDM, and then eventually they meet in the middle of a dungeon, and they have to face each other off for the prize of maybe some Baldur's Gate 3 keys.
That would require coordination.
It would. It would. It would be fun. It would be very fun.
We'd also need enough people to have 2 full groups. At least 8 people.
A group of 4 people each. That's 8
Yeah.
players. That's not hard to do.
Well, I mean, for 5e it might be.
Jeffrem, if you can't afford the membership, mate, don't put yourself in dire straits for it.
We're not doing 2024 rules, Biden Steve. Don't you worry.
No, it'd be 2014 5th edition, and it would likely be our version of 2014 5th edition. So you just have to kind of take the knocks and then recognize
my group's going to win because I've got better homebrew rules.
Oh no, we'd just use yours because they're more standardized that way.
True, but I like the idea because I want to run more D&D.
Yeah, and we have an audience to do it with, but it would need to be they would need to be members. I'm afraid. I wouldn't want to. One, it would narrow down people that were more serious about being around for stuff like that. Because if you put your money down for it, you're more likely to take it serious.
Now that would be good, and you never know if they're all really good, and it works out and everything falls into place. Maybe it will become more than a one-shot. Do it every 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, you know what? Why not? We haven't heard from him in a little while.
What?
GPA is asking if he can come in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, before that, I've apparently been asked a question that I've missed.
You've probably asked loads of questions.
Liverpool, are you going to have anything in Emmy's Tales from the Tavern issue 3? I don't know. I was in the first one, just with a monster. I was in the second. I wouldn't know what to put in the third at present. Only because I'm so focused on my own pushing numbers. I will probably ask if there's some advertising space. But I'm more than happy just to cheer her on from the sidelines and not take up room that could be used for other people, because she's got some good people going in there. I know Vicky from Untold Destiny has got 3 articles going in there, which I'm quite looking forward to seeing. I know Ed Greenwood's going to be in it, creator of the Forgotten Realms. So part of me is like, yeah, I want to be published alongside Ed Greenwood, but another part of me is, I don't have anything that I can put to...
Oh, someone's interested in playing D&D with
Indeed. Oldwood became a member, level Lawsworn. Thank you very much, sir. You will be getting shout-outs on the next couple of... for as long as you're a member, you'll be shouted out at the beginning of the video. And I do have a very, very big thing happening on Thursday by the look of it. So, big guest. But we'll see. Liverpool, yeah, I know your article's going in. I'm looking forward to seeing how that one pans out. Right, let me go and grab... Again, thank you, Oldwood. I don't want to just gloss over becoming a member, because you are now part of my companions. Alexander the Great had his hand-picked companion cavalry. My companions so far consist of Stug, who was the first member. Paladin Steve was the third, I believe. Skull was the second. And obviously now you have Oldwood, who is the 4th member. I appreciate it very much, sir. Good to have another mongrel British person on board.
At least the time will be local, so...
Yeah. Anyway, I will drop GPA a little link, because I think we haven't spoke to him in a long while. It'd be good to get him good to get him in here for a bit.
We had to have Delver in here to make up for it last time.
Poor old Delver. He really has had a day. Oh, man. I mean, I think what I liked about last Tittle was we all kind of thought that you and Delver would be on different pages, but actually we were all very close together.
He cleared things up, because I genuinely thought he was one of those, I'm going to kill all my player characters because it's funny and all that sort of thing. And I have never been for that. You're just going to ruin your own game if you do that.
I mean, it's... Who's talking about Grundlesgold? Why are we talking about Grundlesgold? We're talking about Grundlesgold. Why are we talking about Grundlesgold?
Is that not something that could go in the magazine?
It's not going to be anywhere near done. I've kind of given up on doing it in 5th edition. I was going to do it in Untold Destiny now.
You could do it in every edition.
I could. It's a lot of work.
You're already putting in work.
It's thousands of words in that document, babe.
Well,
Thousands and thousands.
You impressed with do it.
Just do it. Just make it. Just do the thing.
Agreed.
Well, Lou, you are not on the council. I appreciate the many investments you give me, Lou, a lot. I really do. But the memberships, they represent a declaration of fidelity to the library, you know. So
well, he did your intro, so you know he technically gets a shout out every video.
Technically,
Smart,
on any title clip, it is him.
It's very true.
Very true indeed. Whoa! I don't think you're ready for this, Brass, because he's looking very rugged back there. I can see him in the preview.
So am I.
Well, I don't know. Like you wait. This we're about to get the sex appeal on the show. Here you go.
Oh,
look at that.
Ooh, that's where he's been. He's been growing his beard.
He's just trying to.
No.
Bloody hell, he is loud.
Oh, let me turn this down.
Booming. Hold on, I got you. A booming voice of God. The only issue is there's no real way to. That'll do.
Good enough.
Brass is
whatever. You don't need to see me.
How have you been, GPA? You've kind of been MIA for a long time.
Oh, thanks for having me. Yeah, it's been life. Life has to come first. So, yeah. But everything is inching along. TFG is inching along. Adventure Engine is inching along. I go and ping the Discord server when I have a moment. But, yeah. Yep. I don't know. You're much more, both of you are much more into social media and all of that jazz with your channel almost 1,000. That's awesome. Very nice. What's your take on sharing? Because I don't share. And I find that sometimes maybe that hurts me in social media because I'm ultra private.
I have had to unlearn a lot of English politeness, if that makes sense. By which I mean, you know, England is very stiff upper lip, conserve yourself, as in you don't push yourself forward into a conversation. You've got to be polite and give way, etc. You got to let all of that go, and you've got to be a lot more Celtic about it. Oh, there's a lot of racism in this stream. No, you've got to just... I found social media marketing is not a place for shame. I mean, I did digital marketing coming out of school anyway. It was my first job as a digital marketer for a ERP software, business solutions software company. And I would do copy and social media marketing for that. So I've got a little bit of a background in putting a product out there. And like I was explaining to Brass over the weekend and to the guys over at Untold Destiny, a lot of marketing is just putting yourself forward as a product. It's just accepting that I'm a product and that I'm selling myself. Like if people don't like me, they're not going to like the rest of the content. Perhaps when I have more of a little burgeoning empire, as I plan to do, and I'm able to start having people under me creating other stuff, such as media pieces, such as third-party content for your tabletop, then I will take maybe a bit of a step back and return to my introversion ways. But I'll be honest, I enjoy doing this because I just get to hang out with some really interesting people. I mean, look, just this weekend, I went over to Gloucester and I met Vicky and Dean from Untold Destiny. Brass I've known since university, so he doesn't really count. True. But, you know, you go around you meet people and you shake hands and you create friends and relationships where there wouldn't have been anything prior. I actually found out that when I was younger in high school, I went to a live action role play group in the south of Wales called Hero Fest. And I found out that I was there from like 2009 to 2011 was when I was active. And I found out that Vicky and Dean from UD, they were in the same group, but in the 90s. And so you just suddenly realize how close, how small like these circles are, and just separated by time. Which is what I always told you when I started Tittle as well, is that we were going to bridge the gap between old and young. And that has continued in your absence, sir.
Mm-hmm.
There's still more old
that's
people.
Nice to know.
The ratio isn't balanced yet.
I just had the message through. It looks like my Thursday thing has been confirmed, he says tentatively. And the last time I did one of these, it got thousands upon thousands of views. So we will see.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Some special guest to come on and blow everyone's socks off. That's nice.
Indeed.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it totally, and I appreciate the advice on it. And as you say, I'm just not a sharer, and I don't like the thought of going online and saying, "Oh, this is happening in life," or "That is happening in life," and then everybody's or sympathy farming. I guess maybe I'm too cynical, but
no, you want to be you want people to be sympathetic to you.
Stuff happens.
For $1. Liverpool says GPA is the George Clooney of scruffy TTRPG streamers. I don't know who Michael Cera is.
I do, and I agree.
Fuck you.
Well, you don't know who he is. Could be.
Well, if you agree, it's probably not a compliment.
I'll take it. That's fine with me. George Clooney seems pretty cool to me. I don't know. You can't even talk about celebrities anymore. Maybe I get a little sketchy on the internet because anymore nowadays it's like, oh yeah, I used to really like Whoopi Goldberg, but now Whoopi Goldberg has said some stuff on her View, and it's like, you like Whoopi Goldberg, now death by association.
Or it gets even worse, and you go, I like this celebrity.
She was good in Ghost. She was cool in that one movie with the dinosaur and some other things. It's like,
I like this celebrity. Turns out they visited a certain island several times.
Oh, that's all of them. So,
well, somebody had to make the coconut drinks. Man, that was a tough job. I was doing that all day.
Mithra Game says the sharing is critical if you don't have a full customer base demanding your next release. This is actually essential to understand. Like something like I've said a lot is having a product doesn't guarantee an audience, but having an audience can help with the product. So you need to have the audience first.
Right. No, I completely agree. It just was, life has been, we lost Papa about a year ago. And so then with him gone, Ma, so Papa and Ma are my wife's parents. Mine have already been gone for a long time, but so it was that and dealing with that and going through that. And now we've moved her in with the sister because, she went downhill. And then, I mean, she's 80, and it's been life. So whenever somebody asks, it's like, well, do I, get on your couch and pay you for a psychology session and dump or how do I share that? It's like, but it's been that. And then the normal, you get to the end of the work week and you're just like, oh crap, now I have to be creative. How do I be creative after I've been in work mode all day?
Honestly,
I found some good solutions. I just haven't made a YouTube about it yet.
I mean, look, the hardest thing to do is get back on the bike. But you do need to do it. Like, look, I've just worked a full day. And then we had no plans to do this. I was sat here, falling asleep in my chair. Like, do I go to bed and wake up and ruin my sleep again? Or do I do a stream? And if Brass had said, nah, I don't fancy it, I'd have done this anyway. I will say, just to sort of move us on to another topic maybe, is Fifle, one of the most terrifying things about being online is being used as a reference by people unknown. Saying that, I come across people talking about me and saying things about me in some very unsavory ways. And I'm like, who are you? You're like, that guy and his opinions. It happened today. So I released this Kill the Memes, Have a Serious Game, Improve Your Game. And someone got really offended by it.
That's not the sort of thing I'd imagine someone would get offended by, but you know.
I know.
There's
It's like
other
this
things to be
fantasy
offended
is
by
supposed to be unserious and blah 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 blah. It's like, mate, you obviously didn't watch the video.
You're always going to have some. You're always going to have some.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have stalkers. I have actual stalkers that have whole blog pages dedicated
when
to
you look
wanting
as
to
good
rip
as
me
you.
down. So I just steer clear. It's like block and mute. Like, okay.
Yeah.
You
You
people
gotta
block and mute. You can't handle the joke. It's a joke.
Well, it's not only that. It's you. I'm very much a rising tides guy, lifting all boats. I think that if you've done well, if you're doing well with something, there's no reason not to try and bring worthwhile people up with you.
Well, yeah, there's enough for everyone. There's whole idea of there's only so much finite resources. No, there's enough for
like
everyone to have. So we might as well help each other out. I mean, and that was really the way it was back in the day. This whole thing with the latest, OSR, this and that, and the videos. Who was it? Questing Beast decided to do an OSR video, and so that's now like this. It comes around. It's like a wheel. You spin the wheel. What are we talking about now? OSR.
Wheelchairs in fantasy.
Spin the wheel. What's the next? Oh, Watsy did stupid shit. Okay, spin it again. What's the next thing? Oh, somebody is saying boobies in games are bad, or boobies in games are good, or it's all on the wheel. You should have a wheel and just be like, what's internet today? Boom. Click, 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 click. Chainmail bikinis. It helps that every third tick is chainmail bikinis, of course. Yeah,
you've been wearing that shirt all week.
It's funny because what I do is I wear a shirt to work and I'll have one at home just on the side. So it looks like it. I know. Also, if you had the shirt, wouldn't you wear it as much as possible?
No,
absolutely.
I was going to say I
haven't done the new movie though. Has anybody seen it?
No, it's not. It's not showing in the UK.
Lucky
but
you,
I was
I
going to
guess.
say,
I don't know.
Speaking of the wheel, I was tempted to make this week's Talking in the Library about the suspension of disbelief based on conversations that have generated around my latest video. And I was going to put a combat wheelchair on the thumbnail.
Now, don't be doing that.
That's not suspension of disbelief, though. That's a political rallying cry at this point. That's the sad part.
I know. It's like you can't have a rational conversation about it because everyone will get upset for one side or the other.
Well, exactly. I mean, and why do you even give a damn? That's the thing. It's like if you have a character in a game and for whatever reason in your own headspace, you have decided that they cannot be healed magically or whatever, and they have to go around in a chair, well then, so what? Who cares? I don't care. Nobody
Each
cares.
group to their own, It's...
Yeah. But then you don't have anything to fight about.
It ain't causing problems, and that's.
Each group to their own. But also, can you imagine the amount of traction I'd get if I baited people in with that, and then we just didn't address it?
Well, sure, you'd get traction as long as it's got some nice nubby wheels. If it was a floating chair, there's no traction.
So GPA. Look, we've got a rumble rant. Liverpool. Is that another dollary do? Yeah, another dollary do. He heard Jack greases his cast iron pans with baby seal fat. I heard that's delicious. Did you hear that that law scholar guy is a secret degenerate? That's not so secret. He has a wife and they're procreating. That is pretty deviant nowadays.
You can't be doing that.
Can't be doing that. Can't be letting nature take its course.
Got to be like one of these guys who thinks that no one should ever have children.
They're called an antinatalist.
What a stance to have.
I think the human race should end. Well, off you go then. You first.
Yeah. Find an island. Go. You can go. Be the first lemming.
You see, I did have
I guess it's not true.
I knew a girl from high school who I saw again for the first time in God knows how long at my sister's wedding, and she did an anthropology course, a degree in anthropology. And I think she got a master's in it as well, where she was studying the idea of populations that can't reproduce in isolation. So, like taking an island and putting 100 gay or lesbian couples on there, and then seeing and trying to extrapolate out what those societies might end up looking like. It's just, yeah, it was a really interesting experiment. I think she did her thesis in it, or from what she was telling me. And she said, yeah, obviously there is going to be a very swift and immediate end about 100 years down the line, but...
Well, one of my criteria for being around people is their sense of humor. If they don't have, if I say something like I said, oh, more Matt Rife, more Don Rickles, more George Carlin, and they go, who are you talking about? What? Like, there's an alarm bell.
George Carlin, I recognize. Don't recognize the other two.
Matt Rife? You don't know who Matt Rife is?
An alarm bell right there.
Oh my gosh. You don't know who Don Rickles is? Oh my goodness.
Jack doesn't have a sense of humor. This is the thing.
I don't. Wow. That's why.
No, you do have a sense of humor.
That's why I talked to
I
Brad.
like to hang around, you know. But since you mentioned the gay and lesbian island thing, that reminded me of. So when I'll meet someone, I'll gauge whether I want to be around them, and I have plenty of gay friends, and they know this is coming, so they'll introduce me to somebody, and they're like, "No, he's gonna say it." And I'll be like, "So, you know, it kind of makes sense that maybe gay people should be grateful for hetero people." And they go, "What are you talking about?" Well, if you didn't have any heteros, you know, making more gay people, then you guys would all die out. Somebody's got to make more, right? And it's
oh god, GTA.
It's a joke. Internet, don't cancel.
The Lost Law Library does not condone is not.
Yeah,
the views of guests do not necessarily representative of blah 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 blah. Oh, that's quite funny. That's everything I know comes from the wife, and I'm very happy that way.
Yeah.
It's like Plato's cave, but with Hannah telling me what's going on outside. Oh bloody hell!
Oh, I think Dean wants to play D&D with us.
I think Dean wants to come and play Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition with us.
No.
Thank you, Dean, for becoming a member of the library officially, I suppose. Law Sworn level, bloody hell, mate! Thank you. If you want to hop in, Dean, let me know. I know it's a bit late.
So no, I'm curious though. When you said kill memes and you said all this stuff, and you wanted to take fantasy a little bit more seriously, I mean, what happens? I when I play, almost every time someone starts banging some coconut together, riding the horse.
I am Arthur, King of the Britons.
Yes. Go away! I'll taunt you a second time. You know, I mean,
I fart in your general direction.
I cast magic missile at the darkness.
Come on, do. No, memes are fine. Moments of levity are fine. What I mean when I say kill the memes, I'm gonna guess you didn't watch the video.
No, yeah, I've seen a bit of it.
I saw the intro. The meme last night.
I know. I really. It's been actually, things have been so tight lately. With time.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But Brass actually did kill a meme last night because the druid got disintegrated. When I say kill the memes, is just to rehash it quickly. I will quickly go into my OneDrive here and grab something. Bravo. Players. Bravo. Yeah, that's what I want. Oh, no, don't leave the site. That was nearly a terrible idea. Let me share the screen. So this is Bravo Company. Bravo Company was a group that I did for Brass and some friends. This was my COVID group, basically. All of these guys. This was their second campaign with me. And you had, Brass's character here was a Dragonborn sorcerer. Got Wayne as the Tiefling Warlock. Wife Vix here is a Tiefling Ranger. You got my friend Joss as a Ladrin Druid. You got this zombie guy called Junior that my friend Sean played, and then you've got Curly, the Tabaxi bard, and the entire bloody hell, AGP Amazing Gaming Productions wants to come play some Dungeons and Dragons with us.
Full group.
There you go. There's one of the groups actually. Now we need another 4.
Yeah, we need Team Brass now.
Yeah, we need Team Brass.
No.
No. Suddenly people start unsubscribing. Thank you very much, AGP. I really do appreciate that. Welcome to the library, sir.
It looks like it would make one hell of a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
It would. And that's what ended up happening. Because at one point, Curly, and she made a comic about this, which I had flash up on screen in the video. Curly went down a minecart track with a cartoon slingshot, and like on rails, like a rail shooter was just popping kobolds with his slingshot. And yeah, it was all fun, and I remember it fondly. But it all kind of just became a bit of a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing, like even when the Green Dragon turned up, nothing was serious. Brass's character developed in a version to the color green. And any time that the Green Dragon showed up, he'd just go, ew, green.
No, I think it was a superiority thing because I was a gold dragonborn.
Oh yeah,
and
you
so...
were. Yeah. But either way, it was.
Then we met the Green Dragonborn. I was like, green.
Yeah, but it's like the jokes continued, and it was fine. It was the meme campaign. And then I decided, you know what? I kind of, once we killed the dragon, I wanted to try and do something a little bit more super serial, a little bit more taking oneself seriously. And I moved on to Varfell, and I restricted races to basically human, elf, and dwarf. And you had to be certain ethnicities depending on where you were from in the world. And I actually I worked with the player of Aaron Thundersmith, Curly. Her name was Shan, lovely girl, artist. Was a witness at my wedding, actually. She wanted to be a character of color. She was a black girl herself. And so I actually created a story surrounding her mother coming up from a country in my version of North Africa that would give her the complexion that she wanted. So we actually had a really interesting ex-adventurer character in her mother that had seen the wider world and had these like magic scimitars. And it was really cool for her to sort of be elsewhere in the battle.
Excuse me.
No worries.
Be right back.
I will just pop you down there. We're back, Brass.
Nice.
And you know all this, but chat doesn't. But we enabled YouTube chat is no longer showing on stream? No, it's just no one's chatted in a little while. AGP was the last person to do something.
I think you said that when we moved over to looking at the art.
Ah, right. So, basically, long story short, we enabled people to ground themselves in the world more. And from that, I think the experiences around them and the losses and successes they had became more real to the players. They were more immersed. I thought people were more immersed in Varfell. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Same with the first half of my campaign I'm running.
Yeah, I actually got a comment.
Serious characters.
I got a comment from Sean on that video today discussing it, where he was saying he misses that campaign. He misses Seamus.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I would have been happy to go on, but it just
it came
did
to its
the right thing.
Yeah,
cutting the memes, because the thing about the memes is they are a mold that grows.
Yes,
and like you have one meme player, and it's fine because you like if the players themselves are just making references and having a joke every now and then. You know, cast a lightning bolt and you say it in, you know, the lightning bolt. That's sort of, it's fine. Like, you get all fireball.
It's okay to have a joke around the table.
It's completely fine. But right at the end of the day, if you're trying to take the game seriously, whether you're the DM or you're a player around the table, And any time there's a serious moment, jokes are being cracked and references are being... Because this happened a lot in my group as well with certain people. Always cracking a joke.
Yep.
Or just people who don't take their own character seriously. Especially in a smaller group when you've only got 4 people and like 1/4 of the group is just like, I don't care about my character or their backstory. I'm just, I'm here to fuck about. It's hard for the other people in the group to take things seriously. It's hard for them to, like, get immersed. Because at the end of the day, you want to simulate a world or whatever we keep saying.
I'm going to see if Sean wants to pop on and talk about his views of the game, because I know he got very disillusioned with it. Oh.
Sean on a live stream.
Maybe. I think... Thing is with Sean, you got to remember, he has got a degree in philosophy, and he is actually a very intelligent bloke. Don't tell him I said that.
He was talking to me about the what was the ape theory or something? I can't remember what he was.
The stoned ape theory.
Stoned ape theory.
Oh, look at that! We've got a member of the Jack Pack.
Damn, Theodore.
Babe,
really
you don't need to. You don't need to subscribe, although I guess it helps the numbers.
How else will I join Chris's team?
Okay, she wants to be in your party. Okay.
Yeah, I'm the best
So thank you very much for coming over to YouTube to give me a few pennies. I appreciate that. And obviously, my lovely wife has also become a law sworn. Thank you. Yes, more members. It's definitely not incestuous.
I mean, the one shot's definitely happening. We got
yeah. I'll start advertising it. 5 new members.
What were we on about?
Seamus.
Seamus. Yeah, I like Seamus.
He was one of those characters that Sean immediately knew how to play.
I liked Mildred too. It's just... The problem with Mildred is that he was completely and utterly out of place in the current arc. So, there wasn't really a lot he could do.
I'm sorry, I've just seen a meme that I need to share.
What, we're killing the memes?
Well, this one's funny.
How am I supposed to take this stream seriously?
Isn't that clever?
I mean...
Pfeiffer will like that. Pfeiffer, you still around? Pfeiffer will like this meme. She'll get it. She'll understand. For those that are just listening, it's alcohol, because no great story ever started with a glass of milk, and then it's Romulus and Remus drinking from the she-wolf. Ah.
Damn.
I'm wasted here.
Furries.
The Romans did used to go into battle in wolf costumes. This is true.
Oh, yeah. Look, degeneracy is not...
It's not new. In fact, very Roman.
To the modern era.
What I find amazing about the Romans is they were very prudish for a long, long while. And then they went and conquered the Greeks, and that's when they became degenerates.
They saw how much fun they were having.
Yeah. Oh, look who's back.
Ah, thank you.
There he be.
Oh, okay, we got this now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
I don't like this setup.
What happened?
This doesn't work.
There we go.
There we are. I want to see the beard.
Excellent. Sorry about
Very
that.
luxurious.
Yeah, since we have a day off, I'm bashing my head against a Ark server. Ark Survival Evolved, and
that game.
I can see it on my LAN. I can't seem to get it outside of the LAN. I'm forwarded all the ports. Anyhow, I'm about to nerd rage, but we'll just let it go. They're trying to get in.
I was tempted to, when the channel got a bit bigger, I was tempted to open up a Conan Exiles server.
They can get pretty freaky pretty fast. You better watch out.
That's why I wouldn't have it videoed or streamed. I would just let it exist and see what people did to each other. I remember when I created my first character, when you spawn on the crucifixion cross, you... I'm sorry. Ephraim. Oh, that's very funny. Very well done,
Yeah,
Jeffrey.
that's right, but the Scots we put sheep in it. It's better.
Anyway, my character, you get like a crime attached to your character randomly. My character was apparently crucified for bestiality.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Played too much Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh.
Take a joke. Everybody needs to just take a joke. Come on.
I don't think anyone was offended. At least not in this audience. Maybe in another. Midas II joins us. Howdy. We are going to start finding more Americans filtering in because it's getting kind of late here.
Yeah, it's just a early afternoon where I'm at. I'm West Coast. That's, But yeah.
No. I'm trying to coax a friend of mine out of his introversion and onto the stream.
Oh yeah, nice.
I mean,
Steve, look. I mean, either of us as DMs would probably kill your character.
just immediately. Did you not see the entire stream we did on punishing characters?
Well, it's fascinating. Did Bill bring up the blue lightning that Gary invented for punishing characters when they get stupid?
I don't remember.
And the discussion that went. So in
I will
D&D, there's a whole section of the book
story.
about it.
I'm gonna let you tell this story to Brass for a moment. I'm gonna quickly take a little 2-minute break. I'll be right back. So I need to go use the little boy's room. So Brass, you're in charge.
Remember all that stiff upper lip talk, dude. Keep it to yourself.
I know.
Don't need to know. What were we talking about?
Blue lightning. Blue lightning or something.
Right. Well, part of there was a section of it in the books in D&D that discussed players misbehaving and problem players and that sort of thing. And if you were talking about punishing players, if you get them metagaming or doing any other kinds of things, they could get struck with blue lightning, which comes out of course nowhere, and it has lots of different detrimental effects. Could even lose levels, So there's an in-game solution. Yeah. And
I thought it would just be like a rocks fall, and you in particular die.
Yeah, just you die. Yeah, you. But he also talked about that if you do that, if you have some things that are happening in the game, at least do something like that, and then the problem can solve itself because the rest of the players will look at that player and be like, dude, what are you doing? Stop it. You're going to get us all killed. Quit being a metagame or a jerk or whatever. It's, so as far as punishing players,
Yeah, I think
if you're punishing characters, that's a different game.
Well, yeah, true. I think it would have worked probably better in AD&D because it's a harder game. And so if someone is going to get, lightning, you've just lost 2 levels, that affects the whole party. 5e, I mean, there isn't really a level losing mechanic because it would just be too annoying to pull off. But I just find if you particularly punish people in 5e, sometimes they just sort of lose interest and stop caring, rather than like, okay, right, I'm going to get my act together. I'm going to, change my ways. I'm going to take the game more seriously. Sometimes I find it has the opposite effect. And it's like, right, I've killed your character off because you weren't paying attention. You did something stupid. And then the next character they bring is a big meme. And you just keep doing it. And then they're like, I don't care about this game anymore. And then they leave. So you need to have that balance, I think, between... You need to punish them properly, according to the game.
Yes.
And I punished my druid because he was an absolute stupid person. The leader of the Thieves Guild doing something suspicious. I get a charge in, I bust down the door and attack. Right, well, you're fucked. Like,
yeah, because guess what, buddy? You're a thief. You're wearing leather armor at best.
And it's just...
and you don't have those kind of fighting skills.
He did. Well, he was druid, so he had a bear form, which he didn't use.
Mm-hmm.
He could have been a bear, and it would have went better for him because he got disintegrated. So
he's a druid thief.
No, the guy whose house he was breaking into was the leader of the Thieves Guild.
Oh, okay. I thought the leader of the Thieves Guild was kicking down a door. Okay,
but he kicked in the leader of the Thieves Guild's door because he was trying to be all like, instead of telling his friends, but I think I found out who it is. He's like, aha, this guy's suspicious. I'm gonna go in there alone. Well, he had 2 NPCs with him, but they weren't very strong. We're gonna go in there and arrest him or whatever his end game was. He didn't really state, and it didn't go well.
Yeah, no, you can't. No, especially at least the leader. I mean, he's the leader. They've got, I mean, you figure he's the leader for a reason.
Yeah, and so, I basically made him like an archmage, so he had like really high level spells, and he released a disintegrate once, and the druid saved against it, so he didn't die. And I thought that would have been warning enough for him to go, oh, that nearly killed me in one hit. Maybe I should leave. No, he carried on. He could have turned into a bird and fucked off or something, but no, he refused. And now he's a pile of ash on the floor.
Oh, that's
Are we talking about the druid again?
Oh yeah,
I don't think that's punishing player. I mean, that's just they even got a fair warning. Was like, oh yeah, that almost killed me. Maybe I should back off. But yeah, no.
No, I could have been merciful. I could have not used disintegrate, but
Twice.
I was really hoping it would pull off. Like,
I mean, even I said as he went in there, bye Sava, bye. More fire for that, please. To be fair, even I said when he went in there, should probably not do that. I said danger.
At least wait for backup. He was a silly man.
He even used, and ironically said the words, "This is what my character would do."
Which I guess it is, because his character was very dumb.
Very dumb. What was his hit score?
I don't know, but everything that was supposed to be good on that character, he didn't. He had low wisdom. I'm going to have a look now.
I mean, yeah, that wouldn't be punishing a player or punishing their character or anything like that.
It's just the consequences of their actions.
It is. It is the world. It's like, this is the world. The world is the world. And it FAFO, and then you're going to, there you go.
He had 10 in intelligence, Jack. That's what it was.
That's just average intelligence.
It's kind of interesting because it really depends on where your social skills are at and on what you're doing and who you're playing with. There's a lot of different variables as far as the idea of punishing a player. If I was at a convention and I'm at a con and a randos and then people are metagaming and all this other kind of junk and it's starting to wreck the game, sure, then in the moment in the game, oh yeah, well, this thing fell out of the sky and hit you and whatever, it's sort of giving them a wake-up call in the moment. But if it's friends or people that you're getting to know, then you would talk to them, I think, outside the game and be like, don't do that. Stop that. What are you doing?
Mithrim actually does bring up something here. You let his player agency thrive, no punishment at all.
Yeah. Well, it was, I guess it was a punishment of the character.
The best thing is he sacrificed his character to do 11 acid damage to the boss.
Oh yeah, he's like, I'm going all in. I'm going to do my most powerful attack, and does like a cantrip. Instead of just turning into a bear and actually...
I pushed your coffee cup over. Cantrip.
Because he had 2 druid NPCs. They restrained the boss. They restrained his guard. I thought, this is going really well for him. They got you've entangled them both. He's in a really good position here. I walk up to him and cast Acid Splash.
He didn't even move around to the other side of him so that he couldn't be disintegrated.
I know. And then he healed himself for like 6 HP.
Gotta love it.
Oh, well. That's fun.
What?
That sounds fun.
I think that is probably the dumbest character death I've ever seen happen. Because you walked... What's the dumbest character death in mine?
There's been a few. He stood there. He got disintegrated by black puddings on his cleric.
Oh, it's all the same guy as well, isn't it?
Same guy, and he goes, "Oh yes." Like when he found out that the black puddings melt your armor, he was like, "Oh, that's so funny. Please melt more of my armor and melt my shield. Oh, this is so funny." And then the black dragon acid breathed him,
and then he died.
So this is a player that just doesn't care. It's just like whatever, goofing off.
It's not that he doesn't care actually, because he actually really gets into roleplay in RP.
He does. He's very good. Like on the moment.
This is Baby DM. You've met Baby DM.
But I think he doesn't care about his character. He cares about the game. He cares about the roleplay. But he does not care. I mean, the first character he ever made was a paladin with a missing arm. And I said, you do know that you're nerfing yourself. And he's never played D&D before. I was like, if you one arm, you know, there's a lot of things you can't do with one arm. And he goes, yeah, that's fine. I love that idea. I was like, hey, fair enough. Like, fair enough.
Yeah, I think that's great.
And he was a good character.
GBA, we thought it was great. And then it progressed. He became so masochistic that it started dragging the rest of the party to their deaths as well.
I know. He got given like legendary items. He's like, I don't want to use these. Can I hand them back?
I've got this heal spell, which means we don't have to spend time resting. We can just regen HP over a short period of time. It's way too powerful. Can I not have this?
I know. It was like a 3rd level spell. And he was like, oh yeah, this is too strong. Can you nerf this, please? I don't like this.
It's a 3rd level spell. You got this because you're level 7 at the time.
But yeah,
but not caring about your character, I think, is healthy attitude. But the other stuff, I don't know. That's kind of interesting. I don't know.
It can get frustrating though, because it's in a game where like the other characters at least have survival instincts and are sensibly played.
Or well, you can play it within the play. I mean, if I'm playing and I almost 99.99% play dwarf unless I can't. So I'm a dwarf, and my dwarf, a lot of my dwarves, I have some military background, some other things, and so we're fighting in formation. We're staying together. I'm setting up proper camps. I'm doing things. But if I have these other people that are playing, they go cowboy, you know, they run off and I'm just going to do whatever I want, or I'll go this way while the party goes that way. In game,
don't have it you know you never split the party?
Yeah, my dwarf will get in his face, be like, "What's wrong with you? We're over here, and you're running off. What? Why are you doing that?" You know, and have it in game dealt with rather than out of game. You know, see how that works.
Yeah. Oh, this definitely was dealt with in game. I mean, he was disintegrated. We got a rumble rant. Jeff from Dencar for $5 dues. Thank you very much, sir. Worst death was 3 months of hell, where I went through every class in the then new 3.0 Player's Handbook in high level play. Will you lose that many characters?
So when my son turned 16, we decided to have a huge D&D party because that was what we were doing, and I was DMing. So DMing teenagers, mostly boys.
Is this the one where you had them make stacks and stacks of characters?
I did. Yes.
You told us this story before. This story has caused brass nightmares.
Oh, good. That's good. That's true. But it's fascinating because these, you know, the kids, and it's just like we had stacks of characters, and we would get them in there, and sure enough, I just knew there were some of them. And the guy goes, "Well, I just go up and I slap the guard in the face." Okay, that one's dead. You know, he's now been clubbed over the head or stabbed or something, and okay, you're done. You know, or we had, and then let's see. So they would peel off and go their own way, go down a dark alley, and they went down this dark alley. I'm like, "Oh, you see 4 dudes playing dice." And he says, "Oh, I walk up there and I'll like talk to them." And they go, "We don't know who you are." Stab. I just kept killing them until it's like, you need to be a cohesive party and play with people.
You didn't do anything with a carrot. It was just the stick. You only showed them the stick.
Well, this was after months and months and months of stuff. I mean, I've been DMing these kids, and it's like they just don't get it. And I understand. Yeah, I was a kid too, so of course you'd want to try out your fantasies, but it was like every single time.
Oh, bloody hell! I completely forgot. Vix is right. She had to start carrying the health potions and money of Baby DM's characters because he kept refusing loot and rewards.
And is
Oh,
this the
yeah.
same character, or he's doing this behavior with different characters?
No, this is
This
the same
was the
guy.
same
So
character.
this is as he was about to go into the Thieves Guild headquarters. He was like, "Oh, can I summon a familiar to spy on them?" Yeah, you can. The way I rule that is you just spend 10 gold to cast a spell because it requires 10 gold worth of components. And I'm like, instead, we'll skip the faff and just say deduct 10 gold, cast a spell. And he's like, "Oh, I won't do it then." I was like, "Do you not have 10 gold on you? You're level 8." Look,
You're level
no,
8, and
he's
we've
got
all just
nothing.
turned in hundreds of golds worth of quests.
So you were giving him a way to cheat, and he didn't want to cheat.
No,
Well,
no, he could
couldn't
have quite
afford to
easily.
cheat.
He quite easily could have walked down because we were in town. He could have taken his 10 gold, walked into the market, got the components, which are really simple for this spell, and come back. We just decided to skip the role play of it to save on time and said, "Yeah, you quite easily you could have done this earlier in the day. Spend your 10 gold, and we'll say you've got the ingredients."
Ah, okay.
And he
Well, you
I
don't-
just
not
don't
che-
have
nothing-
10 gold.
There's nothing cheating about it.
Okay.
Oh, he was. And now his new character, right? So that character, the druid, he refused all gold, has just died. He made a new character who's a mercenary, by the way. A mercenary, so you'd think they'd have lots of gold. And he's put in his backstory, my character is in substantial debt to the Thieves Guild.
To be fair, it ties him into the current happenings.
Nice. That sounds like a lot of great ingenuity and
Lou the
some
Poor, I
wonderful-
shit you not,
Yep.
he probably would.
And not
We're in
only,
a swamp.
not only would he do that, but he would accept the downsides of it too. He would
love
want them.
it.
It's like, oh, my character can't get up this ladder. Oh, that's so funny. Ah, I stay at the bottom of the dungeon. There's acid that's flooding the room, and I need to climb a ladder to get out. Oh, this is so funny. Oh.
I think he's one of those guys that like plays The Sims and just watches them starve. Like trapping them in a small
I
room.
honestly think, Jack,
Sounds like
like if we knew like 3rd edition or older edition rules, he'd probably prefer them.
I know
Because I think
3.5.
his problem is he doesn't like being strong. He doesn't like being.
He'd
powerful.
like he will like Untold Destiny.
Yeah, I think he would.
Because it's a lot of you don't have to read it, you just have to be told what your stuff does, and eventually he'll learn that just by doing it. And the lethality in that game is very high.
And I think it's just because we've got to that point in 5e now, the level 8 hell, as I call it, where as soon as you get to that point in 5e, you're unkillable. Other than disintegrates, obviously.
Or Death Knights.
Or Death... Well, actually, no, a regular Death Knight would easily get stomped by a level 8 group.
Yeah, true.
I think yours is not a regular Death Knight.
Mine is not a regular Death Knight. I'll send you the... Do you know how 5e works, I take it, Graph?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want me to send you, without telling Brass too much, I just want to see your reactions, if I send you the stats for...
All I know is I just got a legendary holy sword and he counters holy damage.
Not necessarily. I'll put it that way.
I mean, I counter anything he does too, because he's undead and I got Scarab of Protection.
Yeah, it would be a good fight. But you're a coward and you ran away.
You did. I went up to the Death Knight and you went, some fights you can't win. And I was like,
That's
my
true.
God is telling me I should not fight this. Where is this information just come from?
You hear a booming voice in your skull.
Lathander is telling me.
You see the deadly creature outside of its cave.
During the loading
It's
screen.
tall. It's got white fur. It's got long ears.
During the loading screen for this fight, a tip comes up at the bottom of the screen. Running away is a valid option.
There's a hint.
Hold on. So I generated some art for this, which I'll put on screen in a moment. I'm trying to find. Actually, I hold on. I know exactly where to get it from. Give me just a moment. Talk amongst yourselves while I go and get these stats.
Death Knights, evil.
Yeah, they were okay. They were fun. I think that they really didn't. I mean, it's amazing how much I think that a lot of 5e is into, World of Warcraft, online gaming, and, pop culture, and it all just sort of ties in. It's amazing to me to see so much influence in 5e that is directly related to, you know, the entertainment of the time and anime and World of Warcraft and stuff. It's all just in there.
I think it was a 4E thing. I think they went full video game, full anime. 5e was supposed to be a simplified version of 4e.
It failed.
I believe so. That's why. It's got very similar, like.
Right, I've sent GPA the stats. Now, GPA, don't tell him specifics.
What's its HP?
Don't tell him specifics, but try and get across to him how dangerous this creature is. This is the artwork that AI generated, you know, sue me, for this Death Knight.
I'm suing you.
Yeah, I could tell it was AI. I was looking at it going for a minute, and I'm like,
I like the way it turned out.
It is what it is. I mean, you know, no big deal. You're not putting it in print.
No, definitely not.
You know, that's what people are like. Is Tactical Fantasy Games ever going to use AI art? I'd be like, no. We're not going to put it in print. Of course not.
Oh, yeah,
everything has to be licensed, and all of our people are people. We're all of our humans. That's the other thing that takes a long time. When you ask about how things are going with Adventure Engine and Tactical Fantasy, it's like, okay, licensing agreements and work, and you send out the ideas to the artist, and you go, well, maybe it's got more this, or maybe make this a little bigger or that a little smaller, and get another revision and another revision. So things take time.
Anyway,
let's see. You've got. Okay. Yeah. You better eat your Wheaties, man. You're gonna fight this thing.
Oh boy.
Oh, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Not only is there an age difference, but there's a culture gap between America and over there.
Oh no, Wheaties, Weetabix.
Weetabix? Yeah, I don't know. What over there?
I'm only concerned that it will be filled with bullshittery. I don't care if you give this thing 1,000 HP. That's fine.
Don't think it's bullshit, but we'll see what Graph says.
The Cronin Bear was close.
Nah.
It went smoothly, other than the fact that afterwards you said, oh, by the way, if you'd done 2 more damage, everyone would have died.
I mean, this thing is a beast. Don't get me wrong. But it is definitely beatable.
Well, look, it didn't defeat the green dragon in the woods.
Did it ever fight it?
So my immersion will be ruined if...
Did it ever fight the green dragon?
Yeah, but it wanted to turn it into a Dracolich, didn't it? So, like...
That was what your report said.
Either way.
Unreliable narrator.
It couldn't defeat the Cronin Bear that was sharing a forest with it.
Yeah, this is definitely, this is a big baddie. And it isn't unkillable. And so far, but it's OP. It is definitely some OP-ness a little bit. You got, depending on what you're throwing at it. I mean, if you're,
we've got a level 10 fighter, a level 10 paladin, I believe a level 7 rogue, and a level 9 sorcerer.
He's not that high.
Level 8 sorcerer.
He's missing sessions. So that's another thing. So this we got to balance. I keep saying, Jack, you got to balance your content for 3 people, because I guarantee next Sunday we'll be going to face this guy. We won't have a sorcerer, just like
this
last
Sunday.
Session. Yeah, this Sunday coming. We won't have a sorcerer, just like last session, because you'll bail last minute. And then the rogue is the guy who likes to get himself killed all the time. So really, we've only actually got 2 competent player characters versus this guy. That's what you got to remember.
I mean, you also have to remember that you've got basically a Holy Avenger.
Yeah, but you counters he counters it, doesn't he? That's the only thing you've told me.
You have seen, and I will tell you exactly what you have seen, and I'll reiterate it in the same way. You have seen him counter a Divine Smite.
Yes.
I'm gonna leave it there.
I mean, all we saw was the guy ran in and died, but
He ran in, divine smite, and that got turned back on him, and he was disintegrated.
interesting.
At those levels, you're not going to want to fail any rolls. I would say if you fail 10,
Two level 10 characters.
10 to 20% of your rolls, you're going to die.
Well, luckily, I have a item that allows me to legendary resist any spell that this guy casts.
He's got the Scarab protection.
Yeah.
12
That would
times
help.
anyway.
That would help.
I imagine
but
it's not
yeah,
Not only that, you've got your big aura from your sword, giving it an extra 10 feet, which means everyone around you is getting a +4 to those saves.
True.
I believe you've also got access to all sorts of other goodies amongst you, which will give you advantages and things. Because you've looted at this point. You've looted 2 dragon horns, which has been quite profitable.
True. Okay, I see one thing that would help. That would be good. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I see something on here. I'm like, that would be good.
A sorcerer.
Good way to try to get in on this turkey.
all right.
Kill him.
Private message it to me.
You don't. That's not really. It's not an Achilles heel. It's just. Something
I'm not going to fix it.
No. Yeah.
But because I'm always of the mind that, and Chris, sorry, I'm doxing him again. Brass knows that I do not. If they beat the monster mechanically, I allow it. The example I always use is the orc with the heat metal. Brass. You had the counter, you used the counter, and it was fine. I'm not going to cheat you out of a victory.
Damn, I should have taken heat metal for this fight.
You saw him resist cold and fire in the fight, I believe.
Oh, it's not the damage that matters.
True.
It's the
not.
constant disadvantage that he'll have.
Oh, a little rumble rant from Liverpool.
Yes, okay.
$1 do. I harbour a visceral hatred for 4E for no other reason than WotC cutting most ties with Greenwood and absolutely ruining Forgotten Realms and the Great Wheel cosmology. I didn't mind 4E, but that's because I was a young man and I had nothing else. I just had the 4E books. So that's what we played.
Yeah, if you grew up with it, it's probably great.
Yeah. GPA's on it. GPA is already
His
sort of.
weakness is that he can't fly.
It's not a weakness, but he's found a smart way of approaching it.
Yep. I'd say it's doable. I think it's probably doable. I honestly wouldn't really know too much about it with it being 5e, but from what it sounds like, if you make 80% of your rolls, you should hopefully be able to handle it. It always comes down to the rolls, though. I mean, really, I could have a 10th level fighter get taken down by a pack of kobolds if they keep rolling 1.
True.
The dice decide your fate.
So often, I meant so
this
much.
Is definitely this is definitely a big boss. I'd say it's a big boss.
Well, he is at the head of a horde of literal thousands of undead. So
right. Yeah,
and they did lead a cavalry charge into the necromancer character and kill him outright.
Yeah,
true.
But this guy is
very
dangerous.
Unbalanced.
Yeah, my mechanics for battles didn't go well.
Whatever. Don't get me started on balance. I think that's nonsense.
Oh no! This was just I came up with a weird little battle mechanics thing where I would have hundreds of units roll dice at each other, but it really didn't work out how I thought it would work out. So I just sort of said, fuck it, we'll do it narratively. The entire session is probably just going to be a boss fight with this guy. And it'll be this Sunday, I think, is my session, isn't it? So it'll be this Sunday we fight it.
Most good.
Indeed.
Yeah, you may not get back. Yeah, you probably wouldn't have time for
I should say they will have an NPC ally or 2.
Well, that would be helpful.
Yeah, so it's not like I'm just throwing this.
We've got our war cleric companion.
Yeah, he'll be there, but you've also got... You could bring in Kelnai. It'll be dangerous, but you could.
Dangerous.
That's his,
Bring in
his
the other
NPC
wizards.
girlfriend.
That's my character's girlfriend. No, she's not a join in this fucking battle.
Then there's Dahlia Dawnspire.
Yeah, bring her in because I want her to die. She's suspicious.
She's done nothing but help you guys the
She's
entire
suspicious.
time.
I
She has
don't trust
been
her.
nothing but helpful
trust
the
her at
entire
all.
time you've known her.
Too shady. She's too
That's
kind,
great.
too generous. Don't trust them.
Too nice.
And we're,
Said
you know,
hello to you.
there's a
Something.
green dragon nearby. We gotta be. Plus, you gotta remember, Jack, as well. I did say, right, coming out of that meeting, that anyone who comes and goes in the castle has to hold the staff that disintegrates evil characters.
She's held the thing before.
I know she has, but just reminding you, just in case you go, aha, the green dragon was among you all along.
Okay.
I you know, just saying, there was
Can
that
I,
security.
as your friend, you might want to reread that item.
True.
Because for months and months and months and months, you guys have all been trying to get people to hold this to make sure they're not evil. But there's a massive caveat in like the first slide you've all skipped over.
Well, we know
we-
they're not low-level evil.
There you go. Did we ever tell you about the way Slizglag died? One of Baby DM's characters died, Graph. So they've got this item, right? This item is called the Starlight Sapphire. It's currently housed on top of the Sorcerer's Magic Staff, right? Hold on, I've actually got a little picture of it. Here we go. Just, you know, for a little, we'll swap to share this tab instead. So this is the Starlight Sapphire. This is currently housed atop the Sorcerer's Staff. And what this does is if an evil creature of less than 100 hit points takes hold of it, then they take, I think it was 10d10 plus 10 radiant damage.
So the critter has to have less than 100 hit points,
Less than 100 hit points.
and it
So-
takes 10d10
10d10 plus 10 radiant damage.
plus 10. Okay.
So that's about an average of 60. And they had... so Baby DM, his cleric died, and he rolled a gnome rogue that looked kind of malformed and evil. And they had him pegged for evil the first moment he started playing this character.
Because it was him. In metagame, it was the guy who just... I knew Kai is the exact sort of person that would bring in an evil character.
Yeah. In a
And he
good
was
campaign.
ugly. He was an ugly gnome. So I mistook him for a goblin and attacked.
So yeah, they you did your divine sense on him to see if he was good or evil, and the entire time I'd given his character a ring of mind shielding, so you couldn't actually tell what his alignment was with any abilities, and that's what saved him in the end. 3 sessions later, he's betrayed them openly twice, and Sokara, Brass's character, finally has enough, and mid-level up, he's leveling his character up from 3 to 4. Sokara hands him the gem. And immediately, I roll the damage. And it comes out to like 63 points of radiant damage. And this character is just outright killed. So he got to level 3.5.
It was close. If he got to 4, it might have been dangerous.
Oh, man. Liverpool, if that is correct, if I have told him this story before, then I'm very impressed with your memory. That's
Wow.
that's
In
pinpoint
June.
accurate. I don't even think you were on any shows in June.
Maybe
This might have been
one.
last year.
Maybe one during a lunch break during the day. So something like that.
Have an inspiration. He doesn't like 5e.
You can apply that in the inspiration mechanic we use could be applied to any TTRPG.
Maybe I should start applying it to members. Members can earn inspiration.
Now, do they have to
Cash in.
have direct contact with the gem because it's housed on a staff, right? So if they touch
At the
staff,
time, it wasn't. They went on a quest to find wood that would be suitable to put it onto a staff.
Okay, so you had to create the magic staff so it'll transfer the magic. So
Yeah,
it's
so
just gonna
the
stick
way
there.
I've been saying it is they can just point the staff at someone and have them put their hand over the gem.
So they have to touch the gem part, not the stick part.
Yeah, so it's the way I've worded it is if an evil creature lays hold directly of this gem.
So they do have to touch the gem.
They have to touch the gem.
Touching the staff doesn't do anything.
No.
Okay.
Might singe.
Okay.
But this is basically their alignment checker. They've been using it a lot.
Yeah, anyone we meet, hold this. Just in case. I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty solid.
Wow.
It's not let them down yet.
That's
Well, it might have
interesting.
done, because I've tested it on some NPCs and had no result. So if they turn out to be a green dragon, then it has let us down.
All right, let's go
Yeah,
ahead.
or it's just
and,
neutral. You touch
let's
the
go
gem
ahead.
on somebody, they're neutral, and then they don't
Oh,
like
yeah,
you that
true.
day. So
Mm.
I'm going to go ahead and check the leaderboard
knows?
because I haven't done that in a
I
little
don't know.
while.
I'm gonna have to probably have to say later soon. I'm looking at the time here.
Yeah, no worries. Do you want to see if we can quickly?
It was nice
Yeah.
to meet you. You come in and say hi. It's been like
Nice
you
to
said, it's
meet
been
you.
forever.
Nice to meet you. He
Nice
says.
to
Never
meet
met
you.
before.
Yeah, see, that's how much Macallan I drank last night. Maybe. No, really, sort of, kind of. I don't know. No,
Right.
it-
There's the leaderboard for now.
leaderboard. I didn't even make the leaderboard because I came on the show. I didn't have time to chat.
Yeah.
Chat.
So we've got Paladin Steve on top, followed by Oldwood, and then you've got Ashray. Feifel is still fourth despite not having been here forever. Then you got the lovely Foxy Vixen A, AGP, and Jeff from Denkar. Then Michael Dale trailing behind there.
That's cool.
Yeah, the leaderboard was whoever came up with that is probably got a raise. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've been missing things. I see. Looks like your wife was saying something. She gets me, and I've missed it. I'm sorry. I was probably reading all about that Death Knight. We came across the chat. I think Death Knights are fun. I think dragons are fun. I think it's all fun.
I think
And
I
I like-
thematically prefer Death Knights to Liches.
I think I do.
Really, what's the difference? I mean, if you were going to define them, one's good at fighting, the Lich is good fighting.
One's like the Lich King. It's got armor and a sword.
I think I prefer a villain that can get down and in the muck.
I agree. Because a Lich, the thing about a Lich is, I like them because they're the supreme undead, and I like undead.
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
But yeah, I feel like having an undead like a Death Knight that just sort of jukes it out with your paladin and your fighter and all that, and is overwhelming.
Let's be
strength
honest.
is more
Arthas made us fall in love with heavily armored Liches.
interesting. Yes. Whereas like the caster in his tower, like the Lich, or in like, his basement or whatever, is
Oh, she was talking about Wheaties apparently.
Wheaties.
I eat Weetabix, and she thinks it's disgusting. She does not
Yeah, Weetabix is
appreciate it.
good. Yeah, we used to eat that all the time when we were doing cereal. And then now I see the chat, and I'm like, oh gosh, I've missed. I'm sorry, everybody's saying some things. I should send you some money.
No.
See what's so on the show. I see the chat that also has the Rumble, and then
Yes.
in the chat box that I pulled out of YouTube, I see just YouTube. So I'm like,
Yeah.
who is and where?
We've got
Okay.
little logos by the profile picture of where they're chatting from.
Right in here in the show, but then yeah. So then I had to remember. Okay, that one there. That one always makes me think of Vic's cough drops. That little triangle there for Rumble. Does anybody else remember Vic's cough drops? It looks like that triangle.
The funny thing is, there is a brand.
Maybe that's
You know what? No, I can't tell this joke because I'd dox myself if I did.
Go on then.
Oh, yeah?
Let's hear it.
No.
You think any of us Yanks know where the hell you are?
We've
Oh.
seen 4chan's
I'm
ability
like,
to
they're
deduce
on
where
that side of
someone
the
is.
ocean.
No,
but yeah, I don't know.
it would give everyone my name, my actual full name,
Oh, yeah. Don't. Do
No,
that.
no, I can't.
Yeah, don't do that.
His
and
full
that's
name
where
is
'cause-
Jacqueline.
Yes,
because
this is
when
true.
I ended up on the internet and people know my actual full name, and then it's like, oh crap, and then that's why I don't share too much. So anyhow, if anybody was wondering, that's probably why. A little tight-lipped. Sorry, went there again, didn't I? Well, let's change the subject. What was the last thing we were talking about? I saw something that it was Emmy was posting. There was going to be a big announcement, and was talking to Troll Lord about a module.
Well, that wasn't the announcement, but apparently that's happening now. She has been messaging about it a bit, but I've been busy doing this.
Very nice.
But no, that's yeah. I mean, I am more than happy to have Troll Lords.
I really enjoy her
stuff.
articles. I really do. They're very nice.
Yeah, she's another person who is within the country that I would love to meet at some point. I know she's very private in that sense. She doesn't really like doing stuff, but she is going to voice Business Elf for me. She's going to be doing a little advertisement voice for me. And no,
you can do the AI animator on there and have it be like boing, 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 business.
No, but have you not seen what I made?
I've seen Business Elf.
Yeah, you've seen Business Elf, but I made a little video. Hold on. There we go.
No, it is GPA. That is my name, Graph Paper Architect. That's it.
And I will. Look, we're gonna share things again. I'm actually quite happy with how this turned out. Quite looking forward to getting the voiceover on it. There we are.
I am Business Elf. I have interpreted.
Yeah, it's literally just.
Hello, I am business. Oh, let me do it. Okay.
Okay.
And then when you get hers, it's going to be amazing. But
let me restart. I'll restart.
Business Elf.
There you go.
Oh, hello. I am Business Elf. I've interpreted this video as it is my responsibility. Interrupted. To proceed.
You fucked up.
My apologies. Yes, I fucked it up. You have not done. Please do like this video. Be sure to comment as well. And of course, subscribe. In addition, I have enabled channel memberships. Please do click and join button below the video and consider becoming a member. I can't.
Are you having a stroke?
You're enabled to remember that you're on the keyboard and provide highly. I'll read every third word. Apologize, interrupting your comments. Memberships highly appreciated. Back video.
Now, obviously, this will be slowed down to match what she gives me.
Yeah. That's fun.
That's gonna loop, isn't it? Yeah.
That is fun. I like that. That's very cool.
Yeah, I was quite happy with it. Nice and simple to make.
Hello, I'm Business Elf. You've reached technical support for the Jack Pack. Press 1
Basically,
if you're interested in Jack Pack. Press 2 to support Jack Pack. Press 3 to send money to Jack Pack.
Jack Pack is the lowest tier of membership I offer.
Now?
I only offer 2. Hey, Liverpool, this one's for you.
Okay, I don't want to
know. Because I forgot once I forgot to mute my microphone when I was blowing my nose. So I figured this time I'd do it on purpose.
Nice.
Right.
Good.
We've been going for nearly 3 hours, ladies and gents.
Call him a Brumble Blance.
What?
Yes. Liverpool and put a thing.
Oh, right. He's
GP is having a strong. Call him a Brumble Blance. You don't have to worry about me unless I start speaking squirrel, and then
I don't want to know
start
what
busting
that is.
out Kronk. Squeaker.
Right, I would say we've been going for nearly.
My acorn.
We've been going. Shut up. We've been going for nearly 3 hours. I think that's enough, don't you, Brett?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Graph, I'm really happy you showed up, man, because it's been too long.
It's been good.
It's been way too long.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it has been. Yeah.
I hope whatever the fuck's going on clears up. Keep the beard. Keep the beard. It suits you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's good. As I was saying, Ma's now moved over and things are settling, and we're clearing out her house. So pretty much every weekend, you're over there clearing out the house, getting all the stuff out, doing all the moving, doing all the life things, and then when you're at the end of the day. And you're going, okay, it's been 40 plus hours of work and then another 20 however many hours a day you can, or 10 hours a day you can put in Saturday and Sunday of moving boxes and cleaning. And now I need to write adventures. It's interesting how it colors your
perspective.
Writing.
Yeah. It gets a lot more dark.
Sometimes it can get darker. Sometimes it can get really, really. Oh my gosh, sleep deprivation is.
Yeah, it's a wonderful drug.
Man. Oh.
Also, I'm gonna have to file for divorce. Branston pickle is delicious.
What in the hell is Branston pickle?
Look it up. Guys, thanks for joining me.
Do you need me to save you? I will send you some American food. I'm gonna send you some mac and cheese. I'm gonna send you some PB&J. I'm gonna send you some good stuff. Taste of home.
GPA. I eat American a lot.
We're gonna.
And on that bombshell, thank you everyone for joining. Please do like, subscribe, comment, share.